I think myself, I'm doing obviously a different art thing. I'm getting close to my ideal output.
I just realised I could show you guys. So.
Oh, cool beans! Yeah, please do. Oh, what? They're live? I'd love it live.
Yeah, I'm doing it live. Doing it live. Do it live. No, I'll put the linky there. Yeah.
That is the incorrect link.
Is the incorrect
You'll have
link?
to try again. Well, you gave me the link to my own editing for YouTube.
Oh.
Do try again. Yeah, the dashboard. That's not the right thing. You should you could delete that, but
yeah, let me just do this first.
editing.
There. You need to mute it. There you go.
Aha! I'd right. Nice.
That's the fucking arm I'm working on, and it's annoying me.
If you have an option to change the resolution and maybe the display area, that might be better. But
well, I'm using OBS, yeah, so it's a bit temperamental. If you like put the bit rate up, it goes a bit funny.
Oh no, it looks gorgeous.
It's got kind of horrible hair. Like mapping it out, it's been hard, but I'm pretty happy I got like the nose and stuff. It doesn't look too bad when you zoom
It looks really good. I can't do what you're doing. I'm very programmatic in my art.
out. It's just finding the shape, finding the happy little shapes, and
Are you Bob Rossing us?
a little bit. But yeah, the shading, this is where I need to practice more because I suck at shading. I'm alright if I want to do a cartoony line drawing. But...
Yeah, no, it's really good.
I practice like this every day for a million years, maybe I'll be halfway decent.
Yes, apparently 10,000 hours and be an expert, but life has told me that that is not the case. Well, maybe, depends. Sorry. You reminded me of simply all the times I've played Pictionary and the terrible things I've done with very few lines.
That's the fun thing.
That's like kind of my basis is, here's a thing. Okay, I could draw a thing. And then it says you have 30 seconds, like, oh, holy shit. Just get the most basic thing done. You've definitely got the nose, like so what? That's one of those classic caveats. Caveat.
We're
You know,
using fancy
doing the
terms
eyes
now.
is a hard thing.
Well,
And
the
you're
eye just
very
tends to
right.
be a starting point for me with my shading. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
no, it should be. It definitely should be.
But yeah, it took a long time to get like the eye sort of like in the right place and stuff. As I zoom out, you can see it sort of like goes to. It looks a bit better, but if I zoom in on it, it looks freaking rough as hell. So I'm hoping to
Well,
smooth that out a bit.
You're probably doing that thing where you draw at like ridiculously high resolution and then scaling down. You can.
Yeah,
It kind of works.
yeah. And once I get the watercolors on this anyway, so it's gonna give it some sort of effect anyway. Maybe I won't go watercolors. Maybe I should go ink.
I see bit of I don't know. She'd do well with a little bit of a Borg eyepiece on the other eye. It would also mean you wouldn't have to draw it.
Well, trust me, I was thinking about it like, oh yeah, I could just, instead of like doing that, I could just put cybernetic implants in. Yeah. I mean, the color I want to do is like, I want to get it like that crazy, the art that's so popular. Like right now, the sort of 80s vibe colors with the purples and the.
Yeah, the retro wave
Again,
bullshit.
yeah, like Mandy and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be the woman from Mandy without the Manson family people.
You definitely do that with what you've got, and then maybe make some of the bits distinct.
Meh. So how much money you got now, Paco, on Red Dead?
Turned in a bunch of hunting, so 175.
Oh,
Has anyone attempted to put down the money for a like permanent posse?
that's what I was thinking of doing with my 200, but I kind of want a better gun.
Well, I kind of want to know if that's permanent. Is it just like a one-off for the session?
It must be
Because I
permanent.
know. Well, yeah. Well, hopefully, I know it means that your party can be larger, but I'm not sure what. Aside from actually having a permanent posse, which would be nice, just to not have to like thumb your way through the menus. I'm not sure what other benefit be.
Is that what it does? You just log on and you're in the posse.
I really don't know. Don't know.
That would be so good.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that one thing is you can have more, which I actually don't know for sure because again I've not done it.
I think it will be like
Again,
a list, yeah. Like
it's so expensive.
It comes down to preference whether you want a big old fat posse or a small tight posse.
And if you have enough friends.
Well, yeah, like we haven't had like a gang of like 7 of us in a posse. I think 7 is the maximum.
Yeah, if you have a lot of friends who are doing the same thing, you want a big wide posse.
Yeah. Big posse.
I'm having fun.
And that is the that's the point, right? You're meant to be having fun.
Ideally, the game would be fun, so I wouldn't have to make my own fun. But there we go.
I mean, they go hand in hand. At the very least, I don't know. I've popped on the old Reddit just to read other people's, how they like the game or tips. Ooh, here's a tip that I recalled. If you want to buy stuff, like fishing lures fishing crap, like worms and crap.
Mhm.
Don't do it in the book. Go to a store and buy it not from the guy, but from the shelf. Apparently, that works out better.
That's weird. That's a good tip. It's like a hunting
I mean,
tip. Me and Paco were doing the other day. Is instead of like wandering around trying to find like good deers and stuff, just go to a farm and kill all the cows.
Yeah, no shit, right? Oh, pigs.
Yeah, sheep.
Cows.
Oh, actually, I did sheep
Sheep,
once.
yeah.
Just make sure like the farm isn't in a town or something. Like if it's on a ranch or something, they'll like there's no people around, so you can just.
I also this might be a spoiler. Do you mind? Ish.
No.
It's not a big deal.
I've completed everything.
So remember, there was that guy who was charging 3 gold to decrease your
Yeah. What a
honor.
dick.
Yeah, that thing, right? So apparently, one of the final missions means you got to be a dick or something. So that might be the reason he exists.
Oh.
You can't do some missions if you're not dishonorable. That's the takeaway.
That's the thing, though. I wouldn't
pay for that because I could just go into town and just murder people at random.
Yeah.
to decrease my my standing.
Wait, is it to decrease it or make you square?
The guy. No. The guy. No, the guy that we saw was the decreasing guy.
Well, shit. Why would I want to pay for that? Where's the fun in that? Half the fun in decreasing it.
I mean, it's the only way I could like rationalize after also hearing about it. Rationalize that hobo. I forget his name, but I still don't understand how. I mean, it would be in that day and age giving someone 3 gold bar to make me dishonorable. Bears not to think about. Is he going to spread rumors? I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense for me. You know what? I've been really getting into is I mean, it's a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
And westerns are fun. Ennio Morricone is gorgeous. I forget often just how relatively important his work was on such a low budget as well. I mean, the ecstasy of gold. Yeah, anyone want to get in on that?
The what? Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, his music is. It
defines westerns, doesn't it? Right. And so does Sergio Leone, like as a director.
I like It's All Italians as well.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Really weird. But it almost transcends where they're from or who they are because it's just Western. That's it. It's the old West. At least to me. I made a bit of a faux pas in a sense. I was watching a bunch of videos, like actual like orchestral covers of the Ecstasy of Gold, and I still have the same opinion that they're not really that good. They don't really capture the feeling, and I feel like they're misinterpreting it. But they're literally Italian.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally coming from Ennio Morricone, like his work. So I'm probably being a dick about it, but
everyone loves a spaghetti western.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And where does that phrase come from?
Do you know? The fact that they're all Italian.
Oh God! Oh God!
You didn't realize?
Oh no! All right.
Where all the Western tropes come from.
I will continue to use that phrase and just assume that it doesn't have these potentially stereotypical.
No, it's just it also refers to that there's less emphasis on realism and more emphasis on this thing that we associate with Westerns.
Yes, and they do the same. Italians do the same. Italian movie makers or their output with spy films as well.
Yeah, they tell more of an adventure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen that Bond film that doesn't have Bond in it, but it's got the brother of who's that good Bond?
You're not going to go on about Chen Chen again, are you?
No, the good Bond. The Scottish one.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. His brother did a bunch of spy films.
Oh, nice! I didn't even realize he had a brother.
I think that's the case. Weird. I watched a couple of bits. Like I was on a chat with someone. Bloody loves their Star Trek. And I saw a bit of DeForest Kelley in what's it called? I should get the film. I should know this. DeForest Kelley was in something about shooting up the OK Corral. Yeah, Shootout at the OK Corral. You guys seen that?
Yeah. It's like nobody reloads in that thing.
It looks really good. I've not seen it, and it just really, excuse me, felt like Red Dead. I was trying to get across. Have you guys ever had a problem like telling people that Red Dead is good, or do you just not bother?
Well, no, because everybody here plays it, so.
I mean, like in real life. Like, I'm not the sort of guy who goes to a party, jumps into a room, and says, "Hey, anyone played Red Dead?"
The general idea that I've seen is that there are parts of it that are a bit slow and unwieldy, and
yeah, of course,
grindy, but otherwise people love it. It's also people have very, very, very high expectations.
Well,
the only people I've seen not like it are the people, usually pissed off at violence in video games and stuff like that. So.
Sure. Fair enough.
I haven't seen any of that.
Oh, you haven't seen the controversy about the guy feeding a suffragette to the alligator?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Really? That's the thing?
Yeah, there's a suffragette there, a guy.
Yeah. The most compelling argument I've seen for that is they've made a story decision that you can't buy a hooker, but you can punch yourself. Like, it's seems very arbitrary what you are allowed to and not allowed to.
Yes. Yeah, and more arbitrary that's the takeaway.
And again, it's like it's the same thing that's happening everywhere. It's like it's freedom of choice, but we can't do it otherwise these people get offended. So like we have to conform to these few people that get offended, where these other people can just choose to fuck off.
I mean, we literally don't because they didn't. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that
sick of
accent you're doing. Yeah.
I'm trying to work on an eyebrow right now. I think I've got.
What's the thing?
It's too small.
Sorry about. I forgot. Oh yeah, Gunfight at the OK Corral. That's sort of a big way of showing the difference between a spaghetti western and an American western, because it's the same events as Tombstone, but they're very different.
Yeah. I was mostly interested because, well, I rather like Star Trek, and it was just seeing DeForest Kelly in a different role. He's great in it. But again, I've not seen the film. I've only seen, like, snippet.
Oh, have you heard Picard's coming back?
Apparently so, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
fairly
looking
jacked
forward to it.
about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently watching Voyager right now, just because I guess. In fact, I played oh God, why? I played Elite Force the other day.
Oh, is that the one that has the entire Voyager ship you can walk around in?
Yeah.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I love
yeah,
about
it's all
Star
right.
Citizen, walking around my own friggin' spaceship and everything.
Ooh! Stage 9. It's not like a shooty game. In fact, it got killed. But Stage 9, if you'd like to walk about in starships, look for that and grab it. It was killed by apparently I guess CBS or something.
Did you see that thing I put in the chat a few days ago? Somebody made, like, a group of developers, well, designers, modders, whoever they were, really smart game level people, got together and made an entire model of the Titanic that you can walk around. And it's not like just the decks and stuff that you can walk around on, it's like the whole frigging thing. Like, you can open a door to this cabin, every single cabin and everything, and wardrobes and stuff. And there's like got little plaques with information about people that were on the Titanic and what they did and stuff. And it's like a digital museum. It's amazing.
Yeah. I think the one thing that would be missing from a digital museum like that is literally a physical simulation of the outcome.
Yeah.
Because it's all well and good having like a thing you can walk around in. It's something else to have that.
I would love that, and like you
trusty,
could pause it so you could like walk around and
Yeah,
explore like
yeah.
different things, and then like yeah.
And it wouldn't even have to
Also,
be romanticized, but
would we be able to see a naked Kate Blanchett?
Just open one cabin and stuff. There's a naked Kate Blanchett been having a portrait thing. Draw her like one of my French.
I use I've not used that phrase enough recently.
She looked very, very good in that movie. Anyone else like
Very
Kate Blanchett?
who's that since I mean I've seen that movie way too many times, like more than I wish to, really. And her naked. Which art style do you think would describe that best?
Life drawing.
Well, of course, life drawing. But I was actually asking. Sorry, I should have said. Who would do that best as a style, like
which art? There is a guy.
Yeah.
I've forgotten his name now, but he
Gack?
does like really good sort of like really good shading and stuff. But then he does like these just line drawings as well, and he like sort of combines the two. I can't remember his name now.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, Bob Ross. That's it.
Just Bob Ross. He could only draw bush just by like flapping
There's a happy little bush.
Have you seen that terrible time where he's using blue and black, and he says, "Oh, this reminds me of my time at home, or like crimes I've been committed of." Like, and he's like fully alluding to the fact that he's beaten his like partner or something. It's real fucked up shit.
Wait, did he get done for beating his partner?
Give me a second.
I didn't know he was in any... I know he was at he went to war and shit.
Yeah. So
shit.
I think being a person who's just like so chill, he has some bad
So, wife, you're looking a little plain today. Here's a happy little bruise.
You'll just
Yeah. I'll just
wife
put a
like
little bit.
here, and you just put it down here like this, and then you just beat the devil out of her. Just beat the devil out of her.
Little bit of blue, little bit of black. That'll come out red later. Yeah, he does it here. I mean, it's fantastic, but 2 minutes 15. So actually, my apologies. I'll make
Yeah.
I'll delete it. And, just with a little bit of link abuse right here. Just add a number there.
I was gonna have Podcho was gonna join me, and we were gonna do some drawing together. I haven't seen him for
No
a few days
shit.
now.
What is that? Is that a thing? What?
Yeah, we're just gonna chill out and do some drawing. So,
There we are. That's better.
it's like one of those. I don't know if you've seen girls do this recently, but they've been going heavy on the eyebrows. It seems to be a style.
I like eyebrows which are not fully, well, not trimmed. I think it's a bit fake.
Well, no,
There's
I
a
like
realistic aspect.
girls having eyebrows and stuff, but like they seems to be some sort of what's her face, like the popular tart
Cara Delevingne.
fucks a load of guy,
Lily
British,
Collins?
horrible person, Jodie.
Marsh? What, Jodie?
The one that was married to Peter Andre.
Oh God, Jordan.
Jordan, that's the one. Yeah, thick eyebrows, like that sort of style seems to be young ladies.
Ah, but it's broken. That's broken. Why would you do that to your face?
I don't know, but it seems to be like popular around here anyway. I don't know why they look to that lady as a role model, but I guess she's rich, right?
Well, actually, yes, because she just managed to get her out of bankruptcy. Good on her, I guess.
Well, good,
by some...
good for her kids anyway.
Yeah. Her kids are fine. I like her kids. I mean, I don't like her at all, but...
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so he. Oh, this. Oh God.
This is where I need
line
the
he says.
smudgy tool. Is there a smudgy tool?
He says, very soft little painting, very quiet. There we go. A touch more of the black and blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get when I get in trouble at home. Good Lord.
That's not too bad.
He kind of goes on about it a little bit as well in the episode. I'm not no dissing on Bob Ross. I think he's the saint.
He makes a joke.
A saint that I would allow to bruise me up and maybe other terrible things, but yeah, he's
if he says that's what he gets, then isn't it his wife that is setting him?
Yeah, I think so. That would be my interpretation, but it's mostly the allusion to it and the.
Yeah, but I think it's more like that old timey handicap wife with a rolling pin sort of thing.
I mean, those sort of notions should not be allowed, really, because I don't know.
Yeah,
I get that with my partner here and there.
Everybody gets it though. It's like
it shouldn't be the case.
What's acceptable in the
it's. Can we remake the tune for another decade, maybe? What would oh yeah, probably like a trap tune for today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this wrestling podcast we sometimes watch is use it as their theme song. And when they moved into talking about ECW in the 90s, they changed it to like some hardcore rock genre, like new metal one time and
I
grunge
did
the
it
other
for
one.
the cookie. Yeah.
I miss being
Still,
a 14-year-old into new metal.
Oh no, no. Oh god, I'm going to a new metal tonight tomorrow.
No, I thought you were going to Nightwish. Nightwish isn't.
No, that's on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
No.
What you're seeing? Thingy.
No, it's just like I don't really want to go, to be quite honest. But I guess they're gonna have N64s there to play on,
Oh.
so I can play Mario Kart for a bit. But otherwise it's gonna be just like gash 90s bollocks.
I don't know. I like some
Lots
of.
of Limp Bizkit and
Yeah.
Static X, and the list would go on.
I like that stuff. It's.
I like it
It's
too.
nostalgia.
I don't really want to go to a place where where it's happening where I'm not at home. I think.
That's me every time I get asked to go out. It's like, should I go out and go to a bar where people are being loud and stuff, or shall I stay home and open a bottle of wine?
Well, I mean, I try and make parties at my own home, where we do random shit like that. Just
I've actually got out of touch with a lot of my friends here, so it's like, I think, oh god, I suppose it's my own fault 'cause I don't do Facebook, and that's what they live on. So
yeah.
I don't
Have
really
you
get
seen my
invited to.
baby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get invited to much going out and stuff like that. Or if I do, it's on Facebook and I never see it in time. So it's my own fault for not checking up on it and stuff. But I hate going on Facebook. Then I'll get triggered by somebody going, "Oh, Jeremy Corbyn's such a good guy." It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, and that would do me too. Did you see that funny bit they did in Parliament this week?
You mean Brexit?
No, because funnily enough, that's the one thing they wouldn't get done.
I know, fucking terrible.
But
no,
it was just Corbs did a little like, oh, did you see this UN report that says that people that wages are stagnating, and all of the Tories laughed. A little bit upsetting, really.
Yeah.
But good. Then again, that's what they're there for.
I thought we were going to have a pretty good chance of getting some legislation done where we can get like a sort of a thing like America does where free speech is like a thing here. So that would have been really cool because it would have helped with things like the internet and everything. You know, Article 13 and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
But they've fucking ruined themselves in my opinion. Though it was.
Oh no,
yeah, it was going to be UKIP that are doing it, but UKIP lately have just been going on and on and on about the Islamic stuff, and it's just like, dude.
To be honest, frankly, I consider them to be the BNP with blazers on.
Exactly, right? That's the reputation that they're giving themselves, and now like they're doing these cooperations with Tommy Robinson, right? And sure,
and
like
Farage quit.
Yeah, because
today.
because they're giving themselves this reputation. Blech.
And is it unfair? I don't think it's a reputation. I think it really is indicative of their. Which is maybe a bit unfair to label an entire party.
No.
the
They're
colours
not.
scheme I'm applying.
They're not at all. Well, they're not supposed to be anyway. They're not at all a bunch of Nazi guys, but they're the
No,
like.
no. I suppose. I suppose they. I mean, but on that some track records like gays are the reason that bad weather happens. I don't know.
What?
Don't know why keep people in your party that talk like that.
Well,
Because
they
I
haven't
guess it
got.
worked.
They haven't got Tommy Robinson in the party, but they're working with Tommy Robinson and like and Tommy Robinson. He says like he's not part. No, he's not. They've said like he has to join, and they said no, you're a racist. It's like I'm not a racist.
That's not his name as well.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's Anthony something. Can't remember. But yeah, they say like he's they're just like focusing on the wrong things, and they need to be focusing on this free speech thing. Which is why I was hoping like all these people that are championing free speech would sort of take over the party, pull it out of this sort of tailspin of just going after the very wrong issues.
Yeah, no. I'd vaguely agree.
Yeah. Well, they're going after they're going after these sex gangs and stuff, but we've caught the sex gang. That's over. We've done that. Let's focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really think the party doesn't have much to offer. Sadly.
No. Well, yeah, it seems to be going that way. Like I thought, like it was like seemed to be up and coming, seemed to be like doing really well, and it's just like.
It's hard when you have basically you center your entire politics around one thing.
Well, yeah.
And if and when that thing happens, then you don't really agree on anything else. Like,
I'm surprised it still existed. But yeah.
We used to have a party called the Christian Democrats, who primarily was anti-abortion.
Oh, I was gonna.
We had a vote, and abortion was legalized, and then they just disappeared because they couldn't get along on any other thing.
They disappeared, and so did their funding. Just gone.
Seems to be. Yeah. Oh well. But
such is the world of politics. Seems. And I can just sit here rattling around, just getting very, very annoyed about these topics. But
yeah, I was getting annoyed. I've pulled myself away from it now. I was like, keeping in tabs with what's going on and stuff, but it's just getting me all riled up for no reason because it's like going to change in 2 weeks. So what's the point?
A bit like the Red Dead economy, maybe.
Exactly. Good tie back. Yeah.
We need analogies similar to that people can understand. People actually do things like play Red Dead.
Got this one strand of hair that's in like a really cool place, but it's like really annoying to
draw. It looks good, by the way.
Thank you.
I'd
A real artist would come in here and tell me it's shit, but
oh shit.
Come in, just say like, this is wrong. What are you doing that for? What are you doing?
If anything, if I was going to be that person, I would say that the bit on the far right isn't going. What am I going to say?
This.
I have to see it from like further out.
Finish talking about UKIP.
basically, they've gone a bit shit. Well, they were okay, then they went a bit shit.
I was just making a far right gag.
Okay.
Well, I mean, UKIP is dead. The fact that
Yeah, they've killed themselves. Yeah.
Not only that, so did their leader, who is now not their leader, and he's gonna go away and do stuff, I guess.
I don't know. He's got his radio show, doesn't he?
He's also got his Vox Pop on Fox News, which I watch regularly, and it is a fucking disaster. So I find it so inappropriate that Fox News shows him as the voice of Britain.
Oh,
It's a disaster because
Well-
he does. He's a twat, a prick,
Like
Well-
when
wanker.
Piers Morgan worked for, I forget which show he worked for in America.
Yeah, and well,
Yeah, it's-
ratings meant that he had to come back here. Which
It's
is,
either
again,
we've
a
got-
disaster.
we seem to have like just a line of twats just representing us. It's just like, can we have someone cool, please? Can we have someone good? Oh, here's Boris Johnson. God damn it!
I have maybe a video for this. Guys, see Armando
I have.
Iannucci
Yeah.
and Chris
found it.
Morris. You know, like what I thought satirical comedy was at a time, but apparently reality superseded satire. And I find satire incredibly difficult to create these days, or at least acknowledge, because it's all fucking bonkers. Anyway, there you go. Have this.
The Forest of Dean is a nice place to go.
This is the bit I hate, taking my car to the garage. I know nothing about cars. Anytime a mechanic comes out from under my car, I feel like a little slug who's just handed him a piece of lettuce saying, "Can you cut it up for me, please?"
I can't touch this, it's got asbestos in it.
Of course.
Looks like a wiring problem.
Take my money.
Well, that's a Daewoo for you.
Help me.
It has been a bloody awful summer.
God, I think I acted like a real jizzhead at that party last night. Why did I think it was hilarious to hold a melon and a bowl of patty up to my chest and say, "Look, I'm a lady"? God, that guy was there. Everyone thinks he's really funny. If he's there tonight and I try to be funny, I know it'll just come out as like I've got a broken washer.
It's a Visa card, if that's okay.
Nice car.
Thanks very much. I know nothing about
Sure.
cars.
That's what we're here for.
Yes,
Oh, the area?
thank you.
Oh, no, there he is, eh? Look. Yeah, mate. That's you.
Well, yeah, I realise that's me, but I can assure you I'm not a twat. I mean,
The
who
ending.
compiles the list?
Some-
We do.
Yeah.
Twat.
Well, yeah, but on what criteria do you decide that I'm a twat?
Look, mate. You're in the book. You're on the machine. You're a twat.
Could you just maybe phone up the card company? I'm sure they'll...
Take your twatty card back in your twatty car back to your twatty house and let us get on with our fucking job.
All right, no, I will. I'll take my twatty card and go back to my twatty wife, and you'll be hearing from my twatty lawyers.
Twat.
I'm a bit worried about my new clothes. I don't know if they just make me look a bit gay.
Yeah, look. It's you. Oi.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Twat. Here, look. Twat.
I'm not a twat. Other people are. Those people at weddings.
Good stuff. Oh. That- made the mistake of one time telling a guy that like, oh, I'm a I've done welding and stuff like that, and like because he had like a problem with his car or something. It was at a port in Norway. We were waiting for the ferry, and like it's like, oh, do you want to take a look at this? If you've got like, it's like, no, welder, not engineer, not mechanic. Like fucking.
Oh.
Like change a tire, I can change oil. That's about it.
I can
Oh.
make metals
Oh, yeah.
stick together, and I can do flash dance, but that's about it.
I like that you add flash as a just on the end. So I could fix a computer. I could probably shore you up for any cyber security issues. I also do a really good Fortnite dance.
Do you have to like? Is it mandatory to put snow tires on in Denmark?
Yes.
No, not. Yeah, no, it's mandatory, right?
You
Because
just said yes. I mean,
at the time. No, sorry, I was. I
I mean,
thought year round.
No, that would be stupid.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's why.
It's not something they usually check for. It's usually something that'll be added to your fine if you do something else. Like, oh, and also you don't have snow tires. Is my experience. I don't know. I don't drive. So.
I have had the experience when I was there, but not Danish. So yeah.
we went to Norway in a Skoda.
My.
We did not have snow tires. We died. Pretty sure we nearly died several times coming back. God. It's just like I was sat in the back as well, and you'd know like something fucked up just happened because like my two friends sat in the front would just stop talking, and they'd just sort of like look at the roads, and then like you sort of see him looking at in the wing mirror, like. Oh, that's a bad trip.
No shit. Well, this is the perfect time for me to stop trying to do my art. It's actually making me feel a little bit sick.
Is it?
Just a pinch.
Unless you want to play Red.
So now.
You want to play a bit of Red?
I told myself I wouldn't, so I probably won't. Ooh, wait, try different. We could, you know that PUBG thing? We could try maybe a free game that somebody told me was good. You know, Rexodin.
Yeah.
Who I assume is a bit of an asshole, who used to live with Sedgwick. He told me about
asshole,
Edge of Elysium or something. I don't know. I got that.
Edge of
No,
Elysium.
he's lovely. It's something like yeah, it's a free game.
I'd rather
and apparently it's happy.
Just get the Star Citizen thing. Come on, Star Citizen. Play spaceships with me.
He's playing it right now. It's called Ring of Elysium. Elysium? It's free, and I think it's made by the same Chinese company.
Is it Battle Royale?
Yeah, it's one of those deals. I don't know. I was probably going to try it.
I think you should.
Probably go do
You can go ahead and play some Red Dead.
yeah, probably go do some school stuff.
School sounds
Oh.
vaguely more important.
Yeah. Anyway, see you guys.
Have a nice one. Right.
Learn.
I want. So it's turning out harder than the other one. Bit of it showing as well.
I'm. It's awful. You know, I showed that video of the Armando thing. That song about Annie Ann has got me. This is in my head. I don't think it's a real song as well. A bit like when Alan Partridge butchers Gaudete. Which is lovely, like lovely. Gaudete, Gaudete, Christos, and all that bollocks. But he goes Gaudete, Gaudete, Christos in Much Pactus, whatever. Anyway, that was completely wrong, by the way. I'm not very good at.
Yeah, I know. I think I know the thing. Trying.
It's just the difference between a good act to a bad act. Ooh. No, maybe it's not interesting. No. It's well, because I've been doing my quiz. I've been investigating so many avenues, and one of the more interesting things, personally, that I found for a quiz question was using so it's Christmas, right? So it's got to be Christmas themed, and I wanted to show a video of sign language of people singing, a Christmas tune with sign language. And they're really good. Like, they're really cool. Like, I'm really, I do, go mute just to try and figure out what it is. Obviously, I know what it is because I clicked on it, but I don't know. In my personal life, I know no one who is deaf. No one. In fact, I don't know anyone who would even be able to tell me.
I know a few people that can do sign language.
I can do beef curtains in sign language, but that's about it.
And bullshit. And, just the ones that you know from movies and stuff.
And I get the attitude. Mostly American Sign Language. It's a little bit more expressive. Like, in my opinion, I'm probably incorrect, but
that's Americans in general, aren't they? Just more expressive.
Yeah, right. Like if bullshit might be a different thing in any other sign language, which again I'm showing my ignorance because I'm not part of that world, which I'm very aware of.
No, is sign language not universal?
No, it's different.
Different in like different countries.
Well, I mean, so when I think of if you know bullshit, right? I would make horns with my head.
Yeah.
And then a motion to fart a lot of shit.
No, I make the metal horns with one hand, and then just fold my arms and make the other go like boop 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 on the other like put my hand to the elbow.
That is correct,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I obviously butcher sign language.
It's fun when they.
I just don't know anyone who does it. Like, I'm interested.
Like all of the curse words are fun, I think, in sign language. Has to be.
I love beef curtains because you just do the same thing you did just there, just the horns, and then just do curtains.
How do you do curtains?
You draw you just draw a little with both hands from the middle. You make a little weave and then pull down. So you start in the middle, make a slight wave, opening your arms, and then pull down. And that's curtains, right?
Okay.
I think.
It's
obviously very difficult to do, or to describe.
Explain.
It's instantly you learn looking at it.
It's like
Also, I don't really know if it would translate because, to be quite honest, I don't even think when I say beef curtains to most people, like using it as a phrase, that they know really what I'm talking about. And I've tried this on. Well, I say my partner and I have tried this on probably about 30 people we meet, and I don't know, 80% hit rate, which is good enough. I suppose they know that we're perverts, so it kind of makes sense for them.
Oh, how is your girlfriend's art class going? Mary's art class.
Oh,
Is it still going?
well, actually, no. She's currently she's been making tables.
Oh, she's gone to carpentry now. Wow.
Well, I mean, I've been doing the carpentry, but I guess she's been designing them, and now she's so I'm trying to avoid putting my hand in because I have crazy opinions, and I don't know. I disagree with her choices, but she's actually she's trying to doll's house from I think the 50s. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
You'd rather she make a G.I. Joe base or something?
Well, no. When I look at it, like, so she's asked me to do the wiring for lighting in there.
Oh,
which
cool.
is fine. I can do that. That's easy. I can put that together.
It's not
But when I look at the scaling of the build, I kind of want to like tear it apart and give it more new life. But she's going for, because it was her mother's. She's attempting to restore it, I guess. So it was stuck in a shed for like 20 years, so it's like damaged, like water damaged, and it was repainted a bunch by her and her sister when Mary, my partner, and her sister when they were maybe, let's say, 15-ish plus or minus 2 years. So it's a mess. So that's the project she's on at the moment.
Well, it's all good though, for, putting in the miniatures and stuff. Incidentally, the woman in Hereditary, maybe you and Mary should watch it then, because she is a person that makes like small dioramas, like doll houses and dioramas and stuff. That's what she does for a living in the movie. Artiste.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I would do that if I had the time or money, I guess.
Miniatures.
Especially, well, no. Building a diorama. It to me personally, it feels utterly pointless, but it's cool. So
yeah, if you've got a reason to do it and you want to do it, do it.
Well, I mean, what with the advent of 3D printers, I could take any. I mean, holy shit! If I was going to make a diorama now, if you told me to make a diorama now, I would make probably I would print out 7 of 9, and I would
Mhm.
make the deck what deck 9 where she
Oh, her
does her
astrology
recharging. Yeah.
thing. Oh
Oh
yeah.
well, that too. That
Oh
too.
yeah.
I mean, I build one of those, like especially the Borg rejiggly thing, like making one of those crappy laser light things. I'd fucking love doing that, but it would be pointless and meh.
That'd be cool. Put it on a shelf. I find
Yeah,
3D printers amazing, like what people do with them and stuff. I was
yeah.
surprised how long they take though. Print out the stuff like 24 hours to print out a lot of components.
Well, I mean, there's that, and then there's more hours after to make sure it actually works. You gotta, you know, you gotta clean off all of the toxic materials that potentially are left,
Somebody
so you don't get cancer.
printed out a what's it of the some ships in Star Citizen. A lot of people do that because like Star Citizen's all nerds, isn't it? So everybody makes like these models of the ships that they like. I find it really cool.
Yeah, I see. I find it. I don't know. I'm in two minds about the whole thing because on the face of it, I think it's an absolute waste of time, to be honest. But I would really love doing it, and that's the dichotomy or whatever that I end up being faced with.
Of course, the temptation to make like a huge Warhammer army as well. I suppose.
Yeah, and this is it. This is it. A bunch of my friends are attempting to rebirth that thing, putting together a bunch of Warhammer stuff,
Oh god, yeah.
which is fun, but to me,
Mm.
it's not the hook I want. I don't know. I'm just really not interested in that. I guess is the first thing.
Yeah, I can just put this on my channel, can't I? I can just show you like what Google brings up for 3D printed Star Citizen stuff. And it's like some people have made some like amazing stuff, like the detail.
Well, I mean, dude, I mean, it's they're 3D models, so just rip it out of the game and then print it, and you're done.
Really?
Well,
You can just like put the program it. That's crazy.
if you've ever played any video game, especially if they're old, and there's a 3D model in the video game, you are most likely able to take it out and then print it. And that's the realistic. That's the way things go, right? I mean, they're just vectors and shit. It's just models. Oh wow! Oh wow! I'm looking at it now. Sorry, I'm just.
Good ones. Yeah, totally. Just start building a massive Warhammer army. Though. But I wouldn't be doing it to play Warhammer. Probably, I'd be doing it to make a big Warhammer diorama scene to put in a corner somewhere, like a shelf display. If I had money, time, and stuff, I would.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? But in the end, I just meh.
Cutlass. Is that the old school cutlass? I think that's the old school cutlass. They've remodeled that recently.
You can see how is like they can just be scaled to any scale, and broken apart into bits as much as you want. Yeah, easy. Yeah. When I was younger, I did partake, but then I realised that it was that weird thing that I kept on my shelf, maybe to find me.
You ever
when other
see
people saw them.
the ziggurat model
Wait, what?
for Blade Runner? Actually, looks like that's crazy. That's a model.
You say ziggurat. I mean that's killer, like as a concept.
I've got it here. Like the city that they made for Blade Runner as he travels in.
Wow. Wow.
It's actually yeah, they've got that part there, and then like they do a shot where they fly over a part of it, and it's like also like this part.
Video.
Yeah, they do like shots from where I live as well.
No shit, really.
Yeah, because Icy Eyes up here, so they use like the landscape of all that crazy shit in Blade Runner. It's just a landscape that looks like that. That is basically what
And
Middlesbrough looks
there's a
like.
time where they didn't have those printers. It
Yeah,
was carved. Oh, that's why it's so good. A bit like the old the trench scene in Star Wars is incredible, just because, well, crafted, and
Mm.
they had a very good use of the camera just to
I think it's
shift it through there.
yeah, I think it's a cooler effect than just CGI.
You think?
In a lot of cases, sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's did you watch that new BBC thing about animation and stuff?
No, I don't watch TV, so I don't know what goes on TV.
No,
I just
no,
like hear about
well,
things and then I'll try find it.
it was
What?
actually quite interesting. So there was a show about discussing, what it is to be a British animator. It mostly focused on the low budget aspect, and so creativity thrives through that. That was at least my takeaway. And yeah, they showed a bunch of weird stuff, and something maybe you posted. Maybe it's something which I didn't think I would enjoy, and I would. It's a Welsh production called something like Chuck Steele, Murdering in the 80s or something. Made near where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I was right. It's called Chuck Steele, Night of the Trampires, and it's a independently funded. Nah, fuck it. I can send you the trailer. Yes. I mean, it's very. No, I don't know if it's right. To be honest, I don't know. Like, I think when Grand Theft Auto or when Rockstar does stuff that parodies or like, did just like Red Dead or GTA, it has that like unique feel, whereas this feels a little bit derivative.
Not seen this.
Yeah, I'll put it on if you want. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not quite great.
Hmm.
It's really well made, but
Chuck Steele. I might give it a look.
it just has that. Oh yeah, and also coming 2017. Nope. I think. Wait, I think that's a no. I know, it did come out. Oh.
Oh, who's this?
Who's
Why,
that?
hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, it's Cedro. It's Holiday Boy.
Yeah, I'm
Good
Cedro.
evening.
Yeah, I found a Wi-Fi spot, so I figured I'd be like, boo. Let's go, you
Hey.
guys.
Oh, where the shit are you?
I'm at an AT&T store just across from a Walmart in Farmington, Missouri.
Lovely. Missouri? No, no!
Don't worry, my ankles are fine.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah. So
So
what are
how
you
you
guys up
doing?
to?
I'm
Doing fine.
I'm just drawing
You're
I think we're
drawing?
both-
Awesome.
live. We're live, by the way.
Mhm. We are live,
Um,
yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you.
And hello to Dron Fox if he's watching.
Oh, yeah.
Probably just me, I think.
Well,
I'm doing my own thing as well. I'm doing art. I'm doing art too, just not
Awesome.
good as his.
I don't know. This other eye I've done is it's a little fucked. I think I'll have to go back and rework on this.
You can fix
Apparently,
it.
what it takes to get you to use your drawing tablet is me not being around.
Okay, do you want to play Warhammer for 8 hours straight? Yes, I do.
Sounds good to me. How about 8.5?
Why not? No, it's
So,
I just started like getting on with it. Going all right.
Man, that was brutal. I can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
I can, but
I'm expecting
It was
we'll do it
going
on
well.
Red Dead when you get back as well.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's not gonna be right away because I still gotta finish the game. I just started chapter 5.
You should have took it with you.
Pardon?
You should have took it with you.
Well, we're spending time with her family,
Yeah.
so it would have been
Gay!
really rude.
Really? Is it? Oh shit! Is that rude? Because that's exactly the plan I was going to do with my partner's family. I was just going to be like, "Hi guys, where's the TV? Because I'm going to go play Red Dead."
Yeah, that's to be honest, that's what I did with an ex-girlfriend of mine. and,
Merry fucking Christmas.
she's now an ex-girlfriend, so maybe it wasn't a good idea.
Sadly, I'd never get away with it.
No,
No.
I didn't
No.
either.
I'd always have to do something.
Something.
Yeah, there's always something. In fact, I'm
God.
making a quiz. For fun.
Just try not to get it on the carpet.
Ooh, yeah. So I've got a couple of questions.
All right.
Yeah, I'll start with the dirtiest one. In fact, see if you can. So this is a connection question. So each answer relates to each other, and if
Okay,
you
okay.
notice a connection between them, then you'll have a better chance of guessing them. I'm not going to start with the filthiest one, but I'll start easy.
Okay.
Who is the lead singer of Play?
Coldplay?
Hmm.
Some guy I don't know.
What would you call a Turkish footstool?
I don't know.
Who was the author of the Iliad, an ancient Greek? I'm obviously not catering these to you guys. How about this? Which company founded in 1908 is synonymous with vacuum cleaners? And maybe which South African... no, not Dyson. Which South African revolutionary was imprisoned in 1962?
Mandela.
I lost connection there.
That's correct.
And Ottoman for the Turkish footstool.
There we go.
What was another one?
Okay. It's furniture. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. The obviously I'm asking you very quickly.
Oh,
People would have time.
I just Greek name.
You
I was just trying to think of a
you've got-
Greek name.
You've got those two correct, and I think you would. So the Iliad. He also
Iliad,
wrote
have-
stuff.
no.
Ancient Greek writer. Single name.
Plato.
No.
Damn it.
How about celebrated Scottish poet? This is a different question. Known for his knight. How about this one?
Conan
Different question.
Brown.
In which county does the Archbishop Bishop of Canterbury sit?
Which county does the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Mhm. So choose a county, basically. This
gonna
this
say
one might.
Canterbury?
Incorrect, but you can go for that. So what do you have so far that is correct? You have Nelson and Ottoman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of Plato's mate, the other one. Archimedes?
I don't want to give too many hints. I need to work on this, obviously. Here's a terrible one. What is the name given to the sexual practice of passing cum back and forth between two or more people's mouths?
Bukkake? Is that a thing? People do that?
No, it's not bukkake, but I mean, you get what I'm talking about. No.
Oh, is it that sort of ritual they do in Africa for young boys becoming men? They have to do a bunch of
maybe. How about this one? What is the process where an unstable atomic nucleus loses energy by emitting a particle?
fission.
You are very, very close. Along the right lines.
Oh,
No. Again, I'm forcing. It's because you're a single player. It's meant to be a team game, so it's a quiz. So, how about if I tell you some of the answers and see if you can get the connection?
Yeah, all right.
So, the lead singer of Coldplay. Do you know that? No.
No.
The lead singer of Coldplay is Chris Martin.
Oh, very nice.
The ancient Greek author who wrote the Iliad is Homer.
Oh, fucking. Yeah.
And the celebrated Scottish poet is Robert Burns.
Oh, Simpsons. Cool.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
Yeah. I hope it's fairly obvious. Some of the answers become forthcoming.
What connection does Ottomans have to the Simpsons, though?
Oh, because Otto. You know Otto.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
His name
Otto.
is Otto Mann. His name is literally Otto Mann.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And the other one, the unstable atomic nucleus, which I should probably rewrite. That was just off the top of my head. But that's radioactive.
Oh, of course.
Radioactive decay, which means radioactive man. So. Oh, and the the bukkake thing. The name given to a sexual practice, which I'm not going to use this one because I'll be with family, of passing cum back and forth between two or more mouths. It's called a snow. Just FYI.
Oh,
Yeah, which is
cool.
a cat.
Yeah.
Symbol 1, symbol 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, and the Archbishop of Canterbury sits in Kent, like Kent Brockman.
That one's a bit obscure. You've got some obscure ones there, but
A
like
pinch. Like, yeah, no. If you have any input, I would be happy.
what's
Because
the?
again, I've just come up with these.
I think you could do like a dentistry question to get bleeding gums or something.
Yes, exactly. So I tried bleeding gums because it's quite good. So but it's a bit loose because I could say the one I came up with is again, it's so loose. One of the outcomes of gingivitis would be, or like one of the symptoms of gingivitis, or
Oh, would that be too
bad
obvious
tooth
though?
care.
Like, do they know like the? Oh, would they have to guess like all of the?
So
name,
the
all the
idea
answers
is that
sum up to.
the idea is that I
Yeah.
read out these questions,
Yeah.
and I tell them that there is a connection. So some of them might be a little bit difficult, but once they get that they are Simpsons references, they might be able to figure out, say, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. But they could figure out like certain things, like maybe the radioactive thing. They could say, "Oh, it's Radioactive Man" because I know it's Simpsons or something. It's meant to be a little bit difficult until you get the connection, and if you can get the connection by getting maybe a third of the answers, then you can make an informed guess on the others. That's my gig. Yeah, I think you got enough there to figure it out.
I think
I,
I think it's like a really fun idea. Yeah, it's cool. I think.
No, I definitely do that every time. Can I send you one more thing?
Sure thing.
At least.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of sheet music. Remember the quiz is meant to be Christmas themed. So see if you can figure out what this tune is.
Just by
looking at that.
Yeah, I don't really read music, so.
I think that will be something that someone would. Oh, you're close. That would be something that someone would tell me. Like, oh, why are you showing me this? I don't understand this. But if you just start, so I guess the first note would be
not Little
close to
Donkey,
C.
is it?
So you go da da. That would be the first two notes, and then the next note will be a little bit higher, and then in succession there'll be three more after it going down in a scale.
Mm-hmm.
It might be too much to ask, but I think it's quite.
No, I think I like it though. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely do it.
How about if I do it? I would go da 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 da.
But then I'm bad with naming songs anyway.
The carols, yeah. So it's it's a carol song. It's
Ding Dong Merrily on High. That's the one. some reason I was like, what is this little donkey? That's very caroly. That's very school play caroly.
Yeah. Again, my apologies for using you as a test bed for this.
No.
It's just
Have you heard people are trying to ban a song? Baby It's Cold Outside.
Song?
Yeah. Christmas
What?
song, Baby It's
It's
Cold.
cold outside.
Yeah.
Why?
Because because I don't know how to explain it because it's so mental. Basically, it's your feminazi guys, ladies, putting it in their own head that this is about rape. So, like, well, no, it's about a guy giving an excuse for a lady to stay home with her guy.
Okay, I kind of get their idea.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
but it's
down
like
to the root.
it's such a stretch, though. Like why? Obviously, other people aren't going to stretch it to that, so why are you stretching it to that? It's like the same could be said for a bunch of pop songs, like
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, everywhere you go, everything you do, oh, baby, I'm watching you. That could be like friggin' interpreted as like a stalker.
Well, it is, but
Yeah.
we'll ignore that.
Yeah. Brian Adams.
Good lord, there are so many covers. Thank you very much. I like. Oh, it's so like. It's like it's a 50s song.
Yeah.
Like it's a call and response. I guess maybe it has those connotations, but
I don't think so. But maybe other people do. I guess other people know better than me, and people do like being
to be honest,
offended these days.
I mean, I don't know. Some people need to pull the bug out of their ass.
Yeah.
Because some things are gorgeous. Like some songs are nice. And to be honest, of all Christmas songs, this is not one I would get annoyed about. Because there are far worse. there have been crimes committed. Have you heard Drummer Boy by Justin Bieber?
Oh no, nor do I want to.
It features Busta Rhymes. It's awful. I don't know what was happening in 2011, but apparently that was happening around Christmas, and it's a fucking disaster.
How bad does your career have to be, Busta Rhymes, that you have to work with Justin Bieber?
It got to number 1, I think. So I guess it really depends on the public, doesn't it?
Yeah, people do like that little.
And he performed live in Rockefeller Square, and people were bloody jumping. And it's like this bizarre version of rap and terrible Drummer Boy bollocks and trance. It's to be fair, it comes maybe. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 compared to all the other like versions of Little Drummer Boy that I've heard. And I've heard about 50 of them. But still, it's probably a 4. Depends on my mood. I do this every Christmas. I end up listening to way too much Christmas music. Instead of being in stores where it's played all the fucking time.
Oh God, I'm so happy I'm not there this year.
It's awful, isn't it? I don't know why anyone puts up with it.
I think they actually stopped doing it in the co-op. They actually stopped like the non-stop Christmas musics and stuff. But then we got in like these bloody local carolers to do it fucking live, and it's like a full day of it. But I'm fucking awesome at customer service, so I was like, oh yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah, Why could I?
No,
You walk past him.
no, caroling is awful. And another
I
thing,
hate it.
actually, the majority of carols, they started simply as words, like the music, just some twat, just added tunage to it. A bit like hymns. I just don't. Hymns have a better background, but the Christmas stuff, I can't abide by.
I tend to sing carols like I'm singing hymns in church, and Church of England, so you know how it goes.
Oh, Gao Dai Tai, Gao Dai Tai.
On this earth, yeah.
It's something about Christ and the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find the most inappropriate version of that "Baby It's Cold Outside." I think
Probably Sinatra, right?
I was gonna say John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Nice.
Let's see if we can go further. We've got CeeLo Green and Christina Aguilera. Jesus.
Is that like?
How does everyone do this? Why? Because it fucking sells. I know that, but ooh, Jessica Simpson. It's gonna be awful.
She existed.
Oh wait. This might be. Oh god, fucking Glee. This one might be okay. He's okay. Oh shit! I've got two ones which are good. If you're keen.
All right.
So after looking at the list and crying ever so slightly, I have one with Bill Murray.
Wow.
And one with Seth MacFarlane. I think he can do it.
If Bill Murray has sung that song, then can't be anything too bad.
I think it's from a film.
Yeah, I seem to remember him doing that.
Yeah.
It's not lost in translation because he didn't sing that there. He sings.
He looks old in it. What? It's from a film called A Very Murray Christmas. Fuck it. I'm just gonna. There you go.
Shit. Well, that's our Christmas film. For seen this.
This is the nicest thing that's happened to me all
it's a Netflix.
For now.
Oh shit! I'll watch this.
Look like starlight right now.
Yeah, I recognize the guy playing piano next to him as well.
Yeah, so do I. He's that generic bald piano player with glasses.
He's on one of the late night shows they've got out over there.
Yeah.
Those guys. Baldy piano player. That's him. What goes on the telly? Stuff. What am I doing?
Good point.
I guess it doesn't look too bad, does it?
Ugh, there's no trance version of it. Ugh. Maybe that's a good thing.
Or the eye looks too flat.
Hey, it looks alright. No.
Yeah, it looks really flat. So.
Yeah.
Shading.
Like I said,
it's because
you might be able to get away with doing a 7 of 9 thing.
No, I'm not going to put ball game plants on it.
No, yeah, it's way too straight to camera.
Yeah, well, it's because, in the picture, it looks control. Yeah, it's because she's got all of this hair on it, and you don't really, you're not even supposed to see as much of the eye that I've done.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can probably just like make some hair and cover it up.
You could get
don't
away
really
with
want
like having a hand in the way, maybe, like brushing hair away, maybe. But I guess if you're actually trying to draw eye, yeah, then cheat.
Yeah, I just need to bring this line up a bit,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pupil is maybe far too large. You kind of need like it either smaller or internal depth in it, just to make it feel further away and
This pupil needs
round.
to be
Like
done again.
your first eye is badass. I think. Like it really does have that rounded feel.
I think what we're gonna have to do is just change this bit in here, redo this bit, bring this bit up.
If I could draw like this, and I got to this stage, I would probably just say fuck this, and I would probably copy that eye that you did first, and I just paste it all over the place, and make something that looks like a deranged fever dream. Personally, but that's my art.
I would buy that art. Sounds good. Sounds like it could be a Marvel bad guy. Oh no, it's Fever Dream Man.
I swear, any oh, actually, I'll be right back. You do your. She looks so derpy now. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some.
Oh yeah. Anyway, just this in here. I give her an eye patch. She can just have one eye. That's how you solve it, right?
Anyway, yeah, sorry about that.
Just bring this up a bit.
I'm finding a little bit taxing. I think it's mostly because it makes me feel, again, a little bit ill looking at these patterns that I'm trying to create. These pattern masks.
How are you?
Make it look.
How are you doing it?
So what I'm doing is what I thought. So I was staring at the notes. Right? And if you stare at like faces on notes, they kind of have this weird, like ignoring the color, they have this like patterny wave thing going on that applies to different, I guess, color aspects. I've not described that very well at all. What I've done is I've created a wavy line, like just like an oscillation, just black, and then I copy that and make like a great big just a bunch of wavy lines that are separated at an even value between each other. Then I rotate that ever so slightly, and then duplicate that, and then rotate it ever so slightly, and I get like this like gross looking thing. And then I use that as on an actual picture, which I've used a threshold on to like remove a couple of colors, and I just apply that to different layers. Kind of works so far. Again, I'm not drawing. I'm very much not doing what you're doing. Not real art. I'm just
Print. Sort of.
shoving shit together. Well, mostly because I can't do it because I'm trying to perfect it for perfect a style for one picture, and then duplicate that. Hopefully with these for like 20 others.
Judging how this eye is going, I can't do it either. It's just about shape.
That's good.
Get the basic shape and form.
Yeah. I remember when I was at school, eons ago, like 20 plus years ago, and someone was using an iMac and actually doing art with a computer, and I was bloody amazed. They were using, you know, those circular mouses,
Oh
like an
yeah.
actual, using it on an iMac, and I was utterly amazed. And I try, can't do it.
We've come pretty far since Windows Paint.
Yeah. Well, Windows Paint is a disaster.
I don't know.
What are you using? Well, you're using Coral.
Yeah, I'm using Coral Painter 2018. There is 2019 if you want to use that one. If Coral want to sponsor me, that's cool.
Ooh, no shit.
2019 is available. It's an amazing thing because it comes with all of this. Like, look how many brushes we got with this.
Yeah, and not only it feels like you're doing it vaguely seamlessly. Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but your only excuse is you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
tools look good. Yeah, which is exactly what one wants when using a tool. Which is the problem I'm personally having, is I'm just not acquainted with the tools.
It's like
So
shit here that I don't even know what does, but they sound so fun. All that glitters.
I think there's a lot of value. I just started because I'm starting to do this, and I've probably got like a couple of other pictures just to mock up.
Oh,
And it's not professional. This is all just this is only for a Christmas fun thing. And also, I'm going to print it out on paper, and no one's going to give a shit about how I did it or how much time I took doing it.
not bloody
Anyway.
cheap. But look at the effects that you can get with this.
Good lord, yeah.
Mind you, that's not bloody cheap. Might as well.
That looks really handy. I mean, again, well, screw me, because I'm using GIMP, and every time I use a tool and there's a thing that says presets, I think, oh, that'll be nice. Click on presets, and there are none because I have to make every preset myself. All the brushes, well, there's some brushes. What? All that glitters? What? There's that lovely one that looks like a balloon, not balloon, like a bubble being blown. That's lovely. If they're there, I mean, obviously you use those later. I think that's as well.
Yeah.
Is that I don't have the foundation.
Well, I think these are just like special brushes. Ooh. That you can buy like special effects. That'll just add a little bit of craziness to your picture.
Yeah, I mean, you'd use that later. I think.
Yeah.
And again, that's why you are art and I am not. Is that I would probably start with the brushes first instead of actually making like a good foundation, like a proper scale.
Yeah, I'm a crap artist that needs a lot more practice, and I should be a lot further along than I am now.
Yeah, it's practice, mate.
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, proper practice, yes, mate. It's that pupil, it's too shaded. Like, goes about.
I think if you're copying that eye, she's kind of a bit more winky, isn't she? Maybe it's the shadows, but
yeah, it's just.
Oh, that's good. That's a good angle you've got there, I think.
Mouth is going to be fun. Probably make her.
Again, I can't do this. I'm very, very slapdash. I kind of think
the nose is my main problem and stuff, but the reason why I was continuing with this one because I was actually happy because I'd mapped up I mapped out the rough area of her nose quite well, I thought. So, like, once you get like where things are,
Yeah.
you can just keep building on it, and you just keep building and building and building until
Yeah, of course.
you don't
yeah.
want to rip your hair out.
How are you? How are you with the form, the human form?
Quite a nice spot. Well, I was going to do more of this.
Mhm.
I was going to do the whole thing. It's just an image I found on Google.
Who is that? Is that the one who did a bunch of cocaine and the nose? Anyone?
I don't know.
Source.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry to the person who I'm drawing, but I don't know who you are. But you're doing a very, very good fine art pose to draw from. So
Oh, yeah. God, it looks kind of weird. Oh no, you gotta draw that, but make it human centipede. She's like perfectly for that.
start making a comic of the human centipede. Yeah. Combine it with the Tusk film, and then I've created a whole universe. There you go. I'll get in touch with Kevin Smith and Kevin Smith, have you thought about making a universe of your stuff?
I mean, he has, to be
Yeah,
honest, right?
yeah.
Tusk is part of the universe, apparently.
Well, is it part of the which universe? The Dogma?
I'm not sure. I think the apparently that trilogy, the Tusk related one, is part of a trilogy or something. I forget.
Did not know that. I've listened to Kevin Smith go on a bunch of times about Tusk and stuff, and he's happy with it, but he knows like other people think it's shit, and he's very aware.
To be
he's
quite
very
honest,
aware
it is a
could
bit
be-
naff. Like the concept was really good, and I was really not excited about going into it. But in the end, it kind of came out.
Yeah. Like I think he
Love
said,
the actors.
yeah, I think he said it was like the pacing or maybe the general concept.
Yeah. Oh god. My Mary. Anytime I talk about any entertainment, I always bring up pacing, and she gets really annoyed about it. Probably because I don't explain precisely what I mean. But I think pacing is so important for any series, any film, anything that's a couple of minutes long. Requires good pacing.
Especially if you're going off to like other places and things and doing crazy shit.
Yeah. And scaling up to a feature-length film, you've got to really think about pacing, because otherwise you can spend far too much time doing nothing for no reason.
I mean, people give Kevin Smith shit, but I couldn't do what he does. Apparently, he's done some really good episodes on Supergirl and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're doing that thing as well. In next week, I think. A fun foray. They're doing for the TV series Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. They're doing one of those crossover. Like alternate universe weirdness.
I wonder if they got Kevin Smith to direct that one, because he's like a massive Flash fan as well.
But I mean, he's a comic book dork, right? I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No, I aspire to be Kevin Smith. Just smoke a load of pot, talk about movies, make perfume. Not make.
He wears too many hockey jerseys, but yeah, I guess.
The man likes his comfort.
Indeed, yeah, it is a comfort.
Can't really say that my dress sense is any better than his. Pupil in the right place? It's still big, isn't it?
But it's okay. I think it's
But it's like the shading on her eye is like so big, but we'll do it. We'll do it live.
I mean, if you can't see enough of the eye, then you could always grab another eye.
Well, I can always put some
Like
hair
similar
over it. I can always put some hair over it later. So
Yeah. That I mean, like I said, like just putting Borg stuff or like a pirate eyepiece.
stop it with the Borg stuff.
Hello, Ace.
Hello, Ace.
Am I a pirate? I live where pirates come from, I guess, or at least the accent.
You may as well be a pirate.
Yeah, I can't really do it at all. It's a challenge.
No.
Hey, Ace, unmute.
You still at work, Ace?
Yeah, I see. On lunch, eh? Yummy.
Lunch?
I made something bizarre. I don't even know what I made, but apparently it was nice. Maybe is it a bad habit?
I made an amazing omelette the other day.
Omelette, eh? Yeah, exactly. That's one of the best, I don't know, vessels for cookery.
Yeah, just putting stuff in and things.
Yeah. You have eggs, put stuff in it.
Yeah, put like a bunch of pepper, a bunch of onions, a bunch of put some ham in there, a bunch of cheese.
Ham and a bunch of cheese, and I use a bunch of mustard, and then maybe I throw in a bunch of dill pickle.
This is a good idea.
And whatever's like the residue left in the bottle into it.
I did put some hot sauce in mine, but like only like a little bit of Tabasco. Good. Normally I put Worcestershire.
Yeah, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce. Yeah.
You've heard how that was made.
No. Maybe.
Supposedly by mistake. I think it was some brothers just put like, I don't know, they were like fermenting anchovies to try and make something, I don't know, and they forgot about one of the barrels, apparently.
Oh.
And then ages later they opened it and was like, oh, this is well good, and now we have Worcestershire sauce. It's something like that. It's probably a glorified story, really. Well, the real story. My version is terrible.
I always find it interesting to hear where these brand people come from and stuff. They make crazy stuff.
What I find the best thing about Worcestershire sauce is that there's a bunch of Japanese dishes which are like Anglo Japanese dishes that use it, and it really does help. It's quite distinct the way
I've
it
heard.
comes out.
Yeah, they really like the radish over there. I want to try more Japanese food. There's a new episode of what's his face?
Do enjoy your random shit, Ace.
Yeah, have nice. Yeah, Mikey. Thank you.
I'd be willing to watch a little bit. I don't know. I'm here and there about.
I think I'm gonna
The good presenters. Anyway.
stop for a bit after I get this part done.
Mm-hmm. think that's yeah, I think you've got the angle going.
I think what I've done is I've made a mistake in thinking it goes like over there, when in fact it's actually her eye that is going up here like this.
Hmm.
It's just like this tiny bit is like ruining the sort of curved effect of the eyeball.
Yeah, yeah.
See doodle that.
I mean, I'm putting a point like in straight air, looking at where she's looking at. It's just about working. If I, think about her projection of her vision, because eyes are meant to look at the same thing at the same time.
Meant to. I don't know. I'm living horse country. There's a lot of people being kicked by horses around here. I swear, there's like a couple of them came in my shop every day for many years. I got really good though at like looking at the right eye. I think. I don't know the etiquette for it really.
No, neither do I. To be honest, I just relish it. It's just an oddity that I just kind of don't care about, and maybe I make those faux pas by looking at the wrong eye. Is that even a?
Well, you can't look at the wrong eye because the other eye is looking. But
yeah.
You get some people. Yeah, it's the thing about working retail. Like they don't tell you what to do when somebody comes along with, I don't know, disfigurement or something like, or disability or anything. Like they need to train.
Very surprising that's not a thing. I know obviously it would like maybe read terribly and would be would have to be kept internal, but I mean it's like something a little bit beyond like, oh, if they are someone of a different race, don't just stare at them, because obviously we're not racist and it's 2018.
Yeah,
but like a little bit beyond that. Yeah, these days I just try and be human.
Yeah,
of which I'm a very weird one, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I feel like maybe I'm the weird one here and there.
Yeah, I just like go on other people's sort of takes, really. It's like, let other people lead the conversation, sort of thing. I'll go with how they react, how they work and stuff. I don't know.
Did you hear about that Peter thing or Petter?
Yeah.
I rather like that.
I hate Peter.
Yeah. I mean, they're assholes, but it made me think. I was wanting to go down the list of, like colloquialisms or phrases, and then changing them to make them Peter friendly. Sorry, Petter, I guess. The best one I came up with was instead of a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, and I just go for a turd in the hand.
There you go.
Two in the bush. And weirdly enough,
it works.
It's so it kind of works, but you don't really know what it means, but it kind of means something, and it's very gross, obviously.
Again, this is another friggin' PC culture. It's everywhere. It's so sick of it, and everybody's so sick of it. And they're like trying to throw it in your face. What happened to just fucking saying shit?
To be fair, it's no pun intended. It's within the eye holder, as you draw an eye.
Exactly.
And so,
happened.
I try not to push it, and I feel like I'm very aware when I say something terrible. Like I explicitly make a choice to say, Like, okay, Paddy, you're in a group of people. You're going to say something that's very contentious. I think it'll be okay. But obviously, I don't do that on a regular basis. I don't
No.
don't
Oh
make.
yeah. You gotta
I
gauge.
don't have like terrible opinions. I think, but
You gotta gauge the people you're with as well. So it's like you can't.
yeah. So one you gauge the
Yeah.
audience, and then there's that other lovely one, which is which maybe only works for some people, but you know, just think, what would your mother say if they heard that? You know, which I quite like.
See, some mothers are different than others, though. So
Yeah, yeah. Depends on your upbringing, really. I like this. This is working good.
I think it's.
But yeah, you can probably bring more out of that.
I will. Hopefully. Shouldn't really be doing.
You know what you could do, to make it more, I guess, I'm going to use the word sexual or like, you know, enticing, is to change the ratio between the pupil and the iris. Like you could trim down the iris a bit just to make it more, you know.
Make it a bit. Yeah, because I think it's too big.
Seductive.
Take some of that away.
It's actually that's all right. Yeah.
Yep, I suck at drawing round things. I'm aware.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, then build on that a little bit. Man, that's gorgeous. That stuff you're doing for the iris, whatever that part of the eye is. Very nice. Very good brush. Very good strokes.
That's better. I need to like sort out this bit.
So you're using a pad, a
Cintiq.
drawing pad.
It's draw.
Yeah, how big is? Which one is that?
22-inch. I
Ooh.
think we are. Yeah, it cost me a bunch.
Yeah, I mean it's a good bit of kit.
Yeah. Once you got one, it's sorted.
Like right now, I can see the difference between the your source image and the actual eye, and it's the sharpness of the bottom left bit on the source image.
I know.
Missing.
She's got such a sharp
Right?
edge here.
Is that's probably like.
I'm saying
weird that.
I'm saying that's the photo bringing that out.
Yeah.
Like,
you could always
I think what's happened is this photo's been photoshopped a bit, like smoothed up a bit and stuff. So and it's just come out like that. There. Either that or she's got like the sharpest eyes in the West. I don't know.
It looks really good, by the way. I have to say.
Yeah, I think it'll come out nice, once like I get the gob done, nosk done. She's got cheeks. She's got these friggin' cheekbones for days, so that'd be good. And like I'll do like a bunch of weird colours for her hair, I think.
Yeah. You can probably just like add sparkle and stuff. As long as you've art. As long as you've got the base, you can.
Yeah. Play around with it.
I mean,
Add some
fuck it.
colour.
I mean, it's it's 2018. Why not just give her a giant puppy nose straight out of Snapchat?
Yeah.
And a giant tongue.
Whiskers
apparently,
and stuff.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's how people are meant to look, apparently. Or at least that's the way they want to be portrayed.
Doing a duck face and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just give her a big beak. Ooh. Sure.
So if you're not going to give her any Borg implants, why not make her like Ferengi or something?
I could make
Everyone
her
loves those nose ridges, and we all know how hot those ears are.
Yeah, I could make
They're
her
basically like penises for Ferengi.
Put some nice ridges along the nose here. Make her one of those Betazoids.
Wait, I feel like I forget. Is that a line from a? Ah, shit! I fucking love this tune. I think. It's like a remix of Star Trek about fucking.
I don't know. It sounds like something Captain Kirk would sing, though.
Yeah. So it's got one of those lines like Betazoids or something I would destroy.
I was watching again one of my geeky YouTube things, and apparently Captain Kirk isn't. Oh, did you know? Freaking what's he called? Scotty had a finger missing.
Yes, just about. Pray tell more.
Yeah, all through Star Trek, all the way through Star Trek, had a finger missing. I just found that was amazing. I learned that a couple weeks ago.
I'm giving her everything I've got. Maybe has a different meaning now. He was cool. His Scotty's appearances in later Star Treks were pretty cool as a character and an actor. Still, one of my favorite lines is when they go back in time in that one film, and they're using the computer. He goes, picks up the mouse and goes, "Hello, computer," which
Hello, computer.
is so prescient because I mean I've literally seen children do that. It's fucking weird, man. Not only are they like jamming their fingers on the screen, they're like picking up the mouse to talk into it. Oh, brilliant.
The computers.
What a show.
Sure. Have you heard the PS5 is supposed to be coming out soon?
I know some things. No?
Oh god,
kind
yeah.
of.
You heard about
I
something.
know that the people who are working on it are extremely intelligent and are doing an incredible job.
Excellent.
So that would be worthy in a sense. As far as the technicals go, I actually have no idea. They won't tell me, and I don't ask because I don't give a shit.
Well, obviously they might not be allowed to. If they are allowed to, I'm sure that's a bunch of techno speak you could probably do without, unless like.
Well, I know from the way we talk about it, kind of pinch, but it's kind of very much in the air. I mean, they're all like they're software guys, and you can kind of maybe tell about the hardware about it. What I can tell you is for sure it's in the works. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's been in the works for a long time. Whether or not it's going to be good is a different matter.
It's. I'm sure it is. They know what they're doing. I mean, they did an amazing job with the PS4, considering what it does.
Yeah, too
like-
right. I think
and-
the PS4 is incredible for a machine.
Yeah, it's like people will say like, "Oh, it's not as good as the Xbox or whatever it is that's come out recently." And, like, well, if you remember what the Xbox did when that first came out, I think the PS4's done all right. It's done all right.
Actually, that's something I can't speak to, is the nature of Xbox development. In fact, I really can't. Every time they kind of like, ooh, here's the Xbox One X, One X, One X1. I don't know. It's just a little bit confusing. But I don't know anyone who works on it, and nor have I had the pleasure of indulging with anyone, nor have I worked on it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as it gives us good games, I'm fine. Just let them do whatever.
I think that's
That's
to me,
that's a
to me, that's the
consumer.
way,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the way I now engage with anyone who I know who is actually involved with it. Is I'm not here to steal ideas or anything. I just want to hear what you feel about it. And actually, weirdly enough, so one of them is really focused on the one that's really focused on getting the networking done, like making it work right, like the interconnectivity. Doesn't play video games at all. Like just doesn't care.
No, I don't
He's
play
pretty
video
good.
games. So, like, what do you do for a living? Oh,
I've heard him.
I make
I've heard him
gaming
say so many
consoles.
times that like, oh yeah, no, I work on the networking for PlayStation consoles. But he say, but I don't play it. Right? He doesn't even have one. Doesn't have any PlayStation. The only games console he's got is that NES Classic.
Oh,
That's it.
That's cool.
It's very, very weird to find. I feel like that's one of those things that a bunch of people who actually work in tech don't do tech. I mean, I don't either. So most of the people that I know who work on PlayStation stuff don't actually have a PlayStation, which might sound like counterintuitive or detrimental to their task.
No,
It's a very different beast when you're working on.
Bringing home work home with you. I'm sure you get sick of it.
Kinda, but it's more that they don't indulge in it. Their focus is very different. They're not in it for the games. They're in it for solving that problem. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, there seems
Kind
to
of
be
the reason I stopped doing it.
like it seems to be a thing. Like people like that, just like solving the problems in code and stuff. I find it amazing that they can, because it's no language to me.
But then, and I'm guilty of. I mean, unless your company gives you, like, a shit ton of money or a fancy phone, no one has those who really work at it. Just feels like there's no reason to. I'll say, at the very least, they are all really good people. I think it's quite nice to know that whether or not they give a shit about the actual machine doesn't really matter, because they are very focused on just getting it to work. And in a way, it's not their job to be like, oh, the interface is broken. They don't give a shit about that. there's like way much more shit going on under the hood.
That's probably what people don't realize with like stuff like the Bethesda DBR.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, that's a little bit. That's a bit of a train wreck, isn't it?
Apparently, they can't seem to get their engine. I think it's like what they've done though. It's, people say they've basically taken Fallout 4, copied paste, and then added multiplayer.
Well, yeah, copy paste, added multiplayer, and
I'm
then
sure.
stripped out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a bit more to it than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's essentially the same systems because like they're getting the same bugs that was in Fallout 4 that they had to fix. So, or maybe the modded community fixed it. I'm not sure. So like people fixed the bugs, and then like they made Fallout 76, and those bugs were back. And it's like, but we fixed these bugs. It's like, why have you made this? Why have you brought out this game like this? When like we've fixed these bugs, but you've brought the bugs back now in this issue because you've just copied Fallout 4 kind of thing. I don't know. I think it's their engine that they're working with. I don't know how they're gonna make the next couple of games that they're gonna do impressive if they're using the same engine, but they say it's like an engine that you can build on. So maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Neither do I, to be honest. When I look at it, when I looked at the like E3 stuff and they were showing off like how fancy it looked, I thought, wow, like cool. That's real fancy. But the actual game now really, I don't know, just everything feels really dark and not enough. I don't know. Some of the trailers of the like mid-state southern America, like kind of like a autumnal, like just going on autumn feel.
Yeah.
Maybe with a mix of Fallout, like literal Fallout.
That's one of the thing people like about it, though. They say that it's brightened up quite a lot.
Yeah, I've not seen it. I mean, I've played it with a mate, and it just kind of looks a bit drab. I mean, that's obviously a very personal thing.
Yeah.
Relatively.
I don't know. Like, if they think they needed to cook on that one a bit more, they've taken it out of the oven a bit too soon.
Yeah, I was totally surprised it came out when it did. Well, I was very much expecting it to be a later release, but if people enjoy it, why not? Ooh! Speaking of good games, I'm sure I've said this before. Papers, Please.
Oh yeah. I just watched a 10-minute video for Papers, Please. Somebody made a film of it.
Yeah, it's actually quite fun, isn't it?
Oh, you've seen it? Yeah.
Yeah. I've played. Anytime I have like a long journey, I play Papers, Please. Like, it feels really weird. Going through passport control, playing Papers, Please. I kind of feel connected. And I do it for my entire journey. It's like it's my favorite thing.
Do you feel like the urge to hand it to the person checking your papers is like, so what would you do in this situation?
Yeah, would you like to switch jobs? But no, he's made another game.
Oh, cool.
Which I would highly recommend. It is fabulous. Maybe, I mean, it's probably a beast that you would like, but not for everyone. It's called The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Ooh. Sounds ominous.
Yeah, indeed it is. It's a kind of... I mean, you know how Papers, Please is, right? It's pretty fucking dull, if you really think about it. just checking details, but somehow it makes a game. And if you are into that sort of thing, then it's great. Same for this game. It's kind of you're checking insurance.
Checking
but it's set-
insurance.
Well, you know how like if somebody died, you'd have to figure out I guess who killed them. Is it kind of like a murder mystery? Like who killed them, how, why, and so it's like an investigative time travel journey, identifying people. It's difficult to describe, really.
Sounds.
It's also stylized, like massively stylized.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you just check out like if you see just like an image of how it plays, you kind of might get the feel. It's it would have been amazing and potentially possible in the 80s.
I was looking on Steam for a new point and click to.
It is kind of like that, and again, it's I don't want to like push it too far. It's worth just having a look at. The gameplay is a little bit dull, a bit like how Papers, Please is, but it's intriguing, and the style lends itself to encouraging the player to find your own fun, which is a rarity. I mean, it's not like it's not another bloody Fortnite or Call of Duty. Basically, is the antithesis of that.
Oh, bloody DICE as well. It's another one that got involved with the whole.
What, the dance? What?
No, DICE that did Battlefield 5. That's another one that's got involved with the whole. You can't say this. Everybody has to be towards the. What's it called? Everybody has to be like inclusive and all of that. It's like, but it's World War II. Like, no, you can't. You can't have Nazis running around in your game with Nazis paraphernalia.
To be quite honest, I'm so surprised that that the industry or anything has gotten away with being so just showing off Nazism a lot. I feel like I'm very much against the whole like Germany. I know they literally have a law that says you can't do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you can't.
They kind of did that shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So it's a fair enough law, but it kind of like it just if you look at it, like I've played like a bunch of games like in the German censor, to give it a go, and like Christ, really. But still, like it's amazing just how many ways one can kill a Nazi these days. If anything, any of the whining that's happening about killing Nazis only means it's a resurgent of the right.
Exactly.
Which is actually extremely relevant these days. I can't believe just how.
That's why I'm surprised. It's like, why don't you want people killing Nazis in your game? It's like, what? Isn't that what you guys like? People killing Nazis? It's like,
to be honest, I don't really like killing Nazis myself. I don't think it's, but I should be able to. Just like I should be able to kill aliens.
Yeah.
Shit. If aliens actually came to our Earth, we probably should stop making video games about killing aliens. I feel like that would like be a massive like cultural faux pas.
Yeah, would like have to hide all of the friggin' movies and stuff. And like, what? It's just this is ET. It's just we've only made this one.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, we're kind of arseholes in the film in ET, but I think we win in the end, right? We're friends. And then Alien versus Predator, they find out about that, and or EDF,
or Independence Day.
yeah. I'd be a little bit miffed culturally if that was about me as an alien. So maybe there is some credence or merit to that. Still.
I don't know. As an Englishman, we always get depicted as the bad guys for everything. So, and we're
For
still
a while,
alright.
we did, didn't we? I mean, I bring this up
ages.
often.
We still are.
with people. Really?
They just made the movie, not in the name of the king,
Kingsman?
Last King of Scotland.
Oh.
That's where the bad guys. Well, we were the bad guys then, but I'm sure there was other shit going on too.
I mean, that's vaguely historical. That's fair
Well,
enough.
yeah, it's an historical movie. Maybe
Vaguely.
some could say it's Braveheart too.
Electric Boogaloo.
I find it interesting that people get annoyed at, how history was, and they want to rewrite it. This is what I'm annoyed at with Battlefield 5. Like, they want to rewrite how history was, because the Heroes of Talamark, right? The guys that raided that. Apparently, in Battlefield 5, they've replaced all of those Norwegian guys and the commandos and stuff that went in there to destroy it with a little girl and a mum.
Wow. Okay.
And that's who takes it out, like a girl on skis, 15-year-old girl, saves the day in that one. It's like,
that's kind of
it's
cool
yeah,
and fun.
it's a video game and stuff, but if you want to do that for your video game, just don't make it about just don't fucking make it about World War II. Just make another fucking video game and then have all your thing. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me misunderstanding the marketing and stuff. Oh, we're making a historical World War II game, but not adding any of the history or World War II to it. Just setting it. We're just gonna run around shooting each other with World War II style weaponry. Which is,
I think.
Yeah.
I think what would really fix the whole situation is we need more wars.
Exactly. There we go.
Another war. I want a war.
What's it good for? Fixing video games.
I mean, even the catastrophe that would be war would perhaps breed, games that aren't overfunded and potentially overdeveloped, or kind of what's the word? Not bland, but it's just made for everyone. Cookie cutter. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the problem with Battlefield 5 is people are expecting a Spielberg freaking masterpiece in the campaign and everything, but instead what they got was just a really generic shooter.
Really?
Well, yeah, people expect what's it called? The series of people.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I thought I've not played 4, but I played all the other Battlefields.
I played.
Actually, I enjoyed
3 was the one.
Multiplayer stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 was probably the one I played on the most, I guess. It's in the desert.
Yeah. With horses.
That's Battlefield 1.
No, is that 4? Wait, 1? Oh, yeah. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, I hate when they do that as well. Xbox One, Xbox 2, Xbox One, Xbox. Okay. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, all the way up to 4, and then Battlefield 1. And then Battlefield 5.
It could be Battlefield V for Victory.
Yeah. And they could have had like really cool stuff. 5. Like I understand wanting to add inclusivity of like all the people and everything and all the races and stuff like that because that's what people do now. But I don't know. They could have done it in another way. They could have like had rather than swap out the heroes of Telemark Real Commandos and stuff for like something that didn't happen. Like if they wanted something that didn't happen, they could have used like, and they wanted a little more realism. They could have used like females in the French Resistance or something, doing some sort of sneaky shit there. You could have had like a cool stealth mission or something involving a lady assassin or something. And then
Or maybe a extremely long and protracted section where you just solve codes.
Yeah.
For the war.
Yeah. There you go. Or just like move wooden aeroplanes around on the map and trying not to get your entire army destroyed because positioning or logistics on a map is important.
I mean, I'd play that.
It's like, I know it's not going around shooting and stuff, but what the Wrens did in that room is like probably some of the most important things done in the war. You know, the ladies that move in the control room. Yeah. A customer of one of those was a Wren, one of my old customers, and she'd come in and we'd have a good chat because she was 90 something, had all her faculties and everything, and but she'd come in and she'd want to have a chat and stuff, obviously. So obviously, I just
you have to
yeah
placate in a sense, but I'm sure she was interesting. Maybe.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, totally.
I mean, I do that. I mean, I'm such a regular in my shop that we chat a bit too much. I just tell them like, yeah, just grabbing a couple of beers because I'm gonna be playing Red Dead 2.
Yep, boy.
And then they're like, cool. Well, some of them. Some of them are cool. Not all of them.
Well, we live in England, so everybody seems to play FIFA. It's always FIFA or Call of Duty. It seems to be those two games. That's what people are after around here.
That's what the TV tells me. Yeah. Or Fortnite. More Fortnite.
My niece's boyfriend is obsessed with Fortnite. You know, the giant. His name's Liam. He's nearly 8 foot.
That's an accident waiting to happen. Don't tell him I said that. That feels a little bit off.
I don't know. He's got giant ears, so he probably heard you. Sorry, I do silly jokes. Me and my sister nicknamed him Top Shelf. That's what they call him.
Because that's all he's good for?
No, just because it's just pick stuff off Top Shelf easy.
Yeah, of course.
And my niece is quite short as well, so the scale is quite.
They can be like Master and Blaster.
Oh my god, they should totally do that for Halloween one day.
Oh crap. Here's before I'm gonna grab something from the other room in a moment. But I said earlier that I was watching the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the BBC thing.
Yeah.
one of the characters didn't have a name, but was clearly short, like midget short. He was credited as a character as Little Man, but his name, like his actual what the casting name or whatever, like his real name was meant to be. It was in quotations. The only name in quotations was called Big Mitch. So Little Man was played by Big Mitch in quotations.
Nice.
It's the sort of thing that you don't really pick up on when you're a young child, but these days you.
I
Yeah.
only recently learnt that.
Oh, here's a pun. You pick up on the little things. Ha!
You know Willow, where they're in the little village and stuff. Friggin' Peter Dinklage is in there as well.
No shit. What? He must
Yeah.
have been like a baby. What?
No,
What,
fucking
Willow?
yeah.
Willow
I think
in-
he's about the same age
what?
as Warwick Davis.
No shit. Wait. Oh no. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I should look that up.
I need to
Anyway,
look
I'll
up the
be, right
original
back
cast of
if I
Time
can.
Bandits now as well. It's like maybe we're missing Peter Dinklage in in movies we
In
don't even
everything.
know. All right, I gotta get a drink anyway. I'm not looking up the cast of Time Bandits, honest. Here we go. Yeah, I wonder if Warwick Davis was asked to be a part of Time Bandits.
See, I thought Davis was quite young at the time. So I'll check. I'll do this. Dinklage versus Warwick thing. See, so they are. Ooh, Dinklage is older by 1 year ish.
Ooh.
Wow. I mean, wow.
God, he's done so much.
Just think about the comparison between the two, like the relative age I would have considered them to be. Don't get me wrong, they're brilliant actors. Yeah.
And the stuff they're
Maybe
doing,
less
yeah.
Warwick. But...
I don't know. I like Warwick. He's name a better leprechaun.
Wait, he played all of them, didn't he?
Yeah. Again. Again, what's working lately? He's in some sort of series
Well,
that I
that's
need
the
to
thing.
watch.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna look it up.
I think he's
I
also
know that
doing a
he
game
was-
show now, isn't he?
No shit. Really? I hope it's not him being used to spin a wheel or something. No, I know that he did a bunch of stuff with that fucking that idiot, the head shaped like an orange.
Oh,
Carl
fucking Pilkington, yeah. Yeah, he went.
That's the last thing I recall him being. And maybe he had his own show, something like a pun on being little or something. It was a short life. No, God, that's awful. That's not a.
He got a tour of his. We got to see like his kitchen one day.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, I find that everything's lowered. That's awesome.
I mean, it's not. You see, I'd be tempted to say it's adorable, but it's not. It's just like sensible.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like so
proper
surprised about it, but it's like, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, like you'd lower everything so you can get to it.
If anything, it pisses me off when I look at my kitchen and find areas that I can just about reach and some other people can't. And I'm not tall. I'm like average, to be honest. And yeah, we're average, right? You're
Yeah, same.
above, I think. So like, yeah, why is my kitchen like this? Why would I put up with this shit? Why do I? And so why should he? To be frank. Yeah, and when you watch, I think that's one of those weird things about watching Peter Jackson films with those bloody hobbits in it, who are like specifically made to look small. It doesn't look like a place that one could actually live in, really.
I don't know. It's like, should they have done what they did in Willow and just got like a load of small people and made those the hobbits, or do we like this crazy technology more that Jackson did? I think the technology.
It's not technology, is it? It wasn't. They just used They used very old classic techniques of forced perception of depth. Didn't they?
Maybe.
Like they scaled sets so that like when Gandalf is sitting at the table is literally just like
made smaller,
sized for him.
Yeah.
And then it's cut in a certain way, and the angle of the camera where it's shooting. You know, like obviously if you just moved your head ever so slightly in that scene, it would look off. Well, it would look wrong because you'd be able to see the illusion. A bit like older film techniques.
And
I think that's the way they did it, at least in the first.
Yeah, they got really good with it as well. I think they did a great job and stuff.
Yeah, I personally, I don't think I like his work. I think it's only Peter Jackson's. I think it's only that first one he did,
Brain Dead.
Yeah, which is like, it's glorious.
I think Brain Dead's like just a freaking gore explosion. It's a fucking terrible movie, man. Terrible.
It is terrible, but it has like so many good things about it. Yeah.
I think somebody gets killed with a lawnmower, don't they?
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a bit like that bit.
It's amazing.
You know, the defining moment in Evil Dead 1 or 2. When the chainsaw hand comes.
Yeah.
And that's what films should have. You know, that hero. I mean, it's kind of like Die Hard. It's kind of like, God knows, New York. You know, it's the one man army, that is just so ludicrous, but it works.
Yeah, I think that's what works in Mandy as well. But yeah, I really thought Peter Jackson did an amazing job on Lord of the Rings. Like, he brought that book to life in a way.
He certainly did.
So
yeah.
That was perfect. And then the Hobbits, he may have gone a bit mad on though. Did he direct the Hobbit movies though?
I want to say yes. Do want to say yes, but
he did he's done this pretty cool thing with World War I footage recently. I don't know if you've seen that about him. I think that's pretty amazing. He's got a load of World War I footage and colorized it and everything and made it tell a story.
No, I've not seen that. Is that good?
I want to watch it. I've seen clips. It looks amazing.
It's probably on iPlayer. No, I feel like that was BBC.
I don't know whether it was all silent movie and they've had to add voices and stuff, but when you do hear the soldiers speak, they always sound like comedic versions of people, like people doing an impression of somebody, because they come on, it's like a bunch of soldiers posing for the camera. It's like, yeah, and they're doing voices like this, like, here comes camera now, go, everybody, stand attention. And like, I
mean,
don't know who's doing the
don't-
voice there. But-
Don't do that too much, because to be honest, that's how we sound, probably to some
Maybe.
people. I feel like I've been told that numerous times. Be it like, oh, what a quaint accent. It's an accent. I'm just trying to speak. And then I say something rude, which usually helps break the ice. He did. Oh yeah, here we are. Terrible. Peter Jackson just did the Mortal Engines. He didn't direct.
Oh no! Is that weird fantasy, over-the-top fantasy craziness with the
Yeah, it's
city?
apparently
walkers?
in theaters now, but I don't think I'm going to see it.
So yeah, it looks a bit over the top.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't know he did. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Huh?
I was going to say he did District 9, but he only produced it.
Oh.
I really like that film.
It's a good film. Wasn't that supposed to be Halo?
Something like that. Maybe. I really liked it. I really enjoy the odd South African film. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that
to go on
South
an
African
accent.
alien in the Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, it just feels so. There's a word for it. It's not prescient. It's just apt. It's very apt for the way things worked down there. For the whole racism thing. I think it's like perfect. Like it's really cool. Not because racism is cool, but it's that the people being at odds with each other
People
works
just,
really well. Stuff like that.
doing an amazing job.
Have you seen Chappie?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a good
That
one.
film where they have loads of PlayStations in it.
It's like I thought it was like another friggin' District 9, nearly.
To me, I thought, what am I watching? Why is this a really long music video for the lead characters? Why?
Yeah, because
Why
they're in a band, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're fucking weird.
Oh, have you seen
I
their
love them.
fucking music videos? Are mad.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. I mean, oh, and actually, yeah, they're real twisted people. But it's incredible to see people so twisted, but when they put out something, their heads are screwed on correctly. I think there was a bit of they had a diss with which is terrible just to even talk about, but
Diane
with
Wood.
Eminem.
That's it.
Diane Wood.
Die Antwood. Ward.
Oh no! It's Die Antwoord. It's kind of Dutch-ish.
Oh, okay.
It's Afrikaans. Yeah,
okay.
Die Antwoord.
Die Antwoord.
Yeah. Love that shit. In fact, I really shouldn't like it because it's music I really should hate, and I kind of do. But
it's too good.
I will accept it. It has value. Not to me, but well, it has value to me because I consider it to have value. Fucking weirdos. What? But I think. Oh yeah, Warwick Davis is in that BBC adaptation of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Not in that one, but in the series. He's in Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and The Silver Chair. Wow.
Yeah, he gets about.
Yeah, well, that was before doing Leprechaun, Leprechaun 2, 3, 4 in space. Leprechaun in. Wait, no, it's not. It's not called Leprechaun in the Hood. Leprechaun in Da Hood.
He facts. If it pays the bills. You probably had fun doing it too.
Oh yeah, no shit. I quite enjoyed him in the things he did with that idiot abroad. Just
I didn't see the whole series. The only one that pops out that I can remember is him going to Venice with Carl Pilkington, and like he's all excited. It's like, oh, we get to do a masquerade, man. We get to dress up and do the things. And Carl was being a fucking miserable sod.
Yeah.
As is his
as is tradition.
Yeah.
Well, when you've got a head shaped like a fucking orange, what else can you do?
Exactly. I'd like to go to a masquerade with Warwick Davis. Amazing.
With oh god, oh no. Looking through the list of Warwick Davis's work, I realised that I have seen a very recent thing that he did when I went on a flight. Because he did a flight video. Or he was part of one. Bloody hate flight videos. Almost as much as I hate Christmas adverts myself.
Buckling up seatbelt videos.
Yeah. I mean, they try and make them funny, but I feel
I thought the one that I saw one on an American airline that I was on. I can't remember which one it was. It might be Airways, and it was like a really funny one. I just thought, wow, that's really American because I wasn't used to that.
Yeah. No, I get that, and
Texan sits down. His seatbelt has like a big buckle on it.
Because there must be. I'm saying this just assuming there must be like a standard amount of information. Like you've seen like a bunch from different companies, and you've probably flown a bunch.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't used to be funny or anything. It used to be just really standard, boring information that they've just recently started lightening up on.
I just feel like they should that all companies should really share and trade their in-flight educational video. Because I find some of them hilarious. Like Indian ones are bonkers. Asian ones, just like Thai ones.
How many of you
what are they doing?
God, yeah, you travel a lot more.
Yeah, and every time I'm sitting there, like giving it a watch, I keep on thinking, well, this is fun, but I don't know. I feel like it's like the one place where you could like share. I don't know, share comedy or something, or share just information, just a different way of providing the same information to other people. It's like a cultural crossover.
No, I like the flavour of countries that they do, like putting the culture in there. Well, that's what I got from watching the American one, anyway.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Oh god! Every time I go on like a a long flight, sometimes I feel like I'm the only person watching films that I shouldn't be watching. Yeah, everyone else is watching like a blockbuster. I've probably seen that before already, so I just end up watching some relatively weird thing. I just choose the thing that I really shouldn't watch, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It was Groundhog Day when I was flying, so I watched Groundhog Day.
Oh, nice. Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's an Indian remake of that, which I've seen. It's terrible. Actually, yeah, last flight I was on, second last flight, the system was broken. So, you know.
Oh no, was it a long flight?
Well, broken in the sense that I was allowed to do stuff. Just playing with the computer. In between, obviously playing Papers, Please for hours on end. The machine had crashed and gave me a command prompt. So I just farted about on that for a bit. Just giving commands, trying to figure out where stuff was. Yeah. Eventually it got a little bit dull, so I obviously asked the staff to reset it. And no, I don't think I broke something. I think someone else did. I didn't do anything that would break it. But
at least that's the story you're sticking to.
Yeah, especially goodness me, when I went to America, before we left, we had like a proper interrogation before getting into the pre-flight lounge, I guess, or the pre-flight waiting.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was really like to me, honestly, personally, fairly invasive. They're asking like a significant amount about my profession, to which I, myself, I should not be telling. So I wasn't sure how to respond, really.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even sure what you do. I know it's something to do with computers and security and such, but
yeah, and they were just asking about not only so I said, well, all right, I say I can tell you that I've worked for these this business, and then they ask is there someone that you could name that I could contact? I say, well, I half guess I can give you their first name, but I'm not really obliged to be honest. I mean, I'm just getting on a flight. It's the whole terrorism US thing.
yeah.
Like really.
And
yeah,
obviously,
really
if you say
invasive.
no to them, then that's gonna like raise alarm bells into their heads, so it's gonna get more invasive.
Yeah, indeed. So I had to like rationalize what can I like legitimately say without. I mean, it's because I've signed these contracts that say I can't divulge these things. It's not because it's like massively secret, but it is secret by the fact that I've had to sign these documents. So I'm not just going to tell you because you've randomly asked me. I just feel like it's not proper. And they did the same for my partner. And they asked how we got there, who took us there, how long it took. What do you? Why? None of this is important. And we're not going to lie because we have like answers, but yeah, weird.
Yeah, I got in Detroit. I got taken aside by a Gachi.
Oh, really? Why? Whoa, how, and what occurred?
Oh, I was like really tired and just going through customs and stuff, and like they pull someone aside, like every other person aside, just to give them a check through. And the guy like asked me just like, "Oh, what's your name?" I was like, "Well, give my name," and gave me like a bunch of quick fire questions, and then like it's like, "You ever smoked pot before?" I was just like, "Well," and then like too late. Come on, to the side. It's like, all right.
No way. No fucking way, really.
Yeah.
That's some fucking bullshit.
That's
so bullshit. No. I mean, it's fine for you, but I just don't. Yeah, I got asked that as well. Like, have you ever done any drugs? And I just started by listing off like all of the like consumer level painkillers that I'd ever taken. I was just being like very clear and precise, obviously ignoring all the
Fun ones.
fun ones. And in fact, I made it very, very boring, saying paracetamol. I usually take it in 500 milligram doses, perhaps 1,000 milligram doses. I use this to do this and do that. That's just
clever. That's more clever than what I did. I just say, well. And then that's too late. And it's like, well, I was coming from Amsterdam. Come on.
Usually, I mean, the thing that really annoyed me is that normally, like, I'm sadly one of those people who might get completely pished for it, just because I don't know, I've got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So,
it makes it more fun.
and I feel like it's a way to screw around. And usually when I'm a bit steaming, I'm fine with interrogation. It's probably very, very clear that I'm drunk, but yeah.
I thought they kicked you off a flight now if you're drunk.
Nah, you got to be a fucking arsehole to get kicked off. Which I can give off the this aura of being, amicable, and I don't know. I'm not the sort of person who would be screaming away on a plane, which I've never seen, but apparently it happens.
Yeah. Ryanair flight we had to Norway once. There was a couple of rowdy folks. Oh, going to Germany. We had to dial back one of our friends to make sure, like, look, you're gonna have to stop drinking, man, because you're gonna get kicked off the flight. You're not gonna be able to get on the flight even.
Actually, I've been in that situation for the odd stag do, and there's always there's always a portion of the stag that like to get obliterated very quickly, which is fine, but they don't keep their cool, which I don't find appropriate.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think it's fine being completely ruined. Just don't let anyone know that. Especially when it's official. Like, holy shit! I was reading last week. Someone, I think some pensioner, was attempting to go to the US. They're free. They're attempting to have a good time, and they were trying to fill out the form online, which they gave some bullshit story about how the website wasn't working, which to me translates as they didn't know how to use a computer. But anyway, during the process, you have to, click checkbox some things like, "Are you a terrorist?" And he clicked that, and now he's banned for life to going to the US. And it's like this, 70-plus-year-old pensioner who, just probably from Middle England, who's definitely not a terrorist, but
thought he was funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, I blame him in a sense, but it is ludicrous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he gave one of the responses just to the newspaper was, why would you put that question on there? Why would anyone say yes to? I suppose there might be some legal reasons, but a person of his character, I don't know. Anyway, he's a terrorist now.
Well, there you go.
And I never tick that box, but
it's there. It's so tempting.
I know not to, and even if I was like, am I? Well, I probably should say no, Yeah, I think I'll go with no. Yeah. And the whole, I suppose because it comes close to other questions like, have you been convicted? A bit like how you were taken away.
Mm.
Died. Have you ever been convicted of taking drugs or something?
Yeah. And my suitcase at the time was like falling apart as well. So it was like we were going along. And it's like, so what's the reason of your visit? I was like, oh, I'm going to a gaming convention. Oh, really? Oh, what are your games here? I was playing Destiny at the time as well. Destiny, what a fucking farce that's turned out to be.
Indeed. Yeah.
Apparently, they're fucking charging people. Going off subject again, but they're charging people not only for the DLC, the new fucking DLC for the game that you've already bought and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're charging £35 or something for you to actually be able to play it online or something, or like for you to be able to get the.
Wait. Yeah.
I don't know.
To
It's
engage
like
with the players or something.
it was an extra 35 quid for something. It's not good either way.
No, that's a disaster.
I don't
mean,
know.
They gave it away for free, didn't they, for a bit or something?
Yeah, because it wasn't freaking selling.
Yeah, I mean, I downloaded it, but I've not played it.
I played through the story. I haven't done any raids or anything like that. I've got a really good warlock from doing Destiny 1, but like it doesn't really carry over much or anything. I guess I can put on my armbands and stuff from Destiny 1 and like, hey guys, remember this raid?
Yeah,
I don't know. They had a really good premise for a game, and they ripped out the story. They ripped out the friggin' point to it all, and now you're just like running around collecting boxes and guns to run around and collect boxes and guns.
It's a point and click adventure.
I was really excited as well because it was going to be like a really cool dungeon adventure sort of thing that you really got to come together and solve like all of these riddles, and it was like the Taken King was cool and shit, but like they're just charging and charging and charging. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely a sign of the times that a bit like a battle royale is certainly in vogue, and charging for cosmetics or even charging for online, or insisting that your game has grind. It just feels like a really a backward approach to game design.
It's like you can see where they're coming from though, because you get
indeed.
Companies like Magic, the Gathering and stuff, where you're buying packs of cards all the time, so you're spending hundreds of stuff on there.
Yeah, and so the way Magic can help itself, or at least as I understood it in the past, I'm sure they do it today, is sponsoring tournaments, encouraging people to play with monetary gain or kudos.
Oh yeah,
and that's good, right? Getting people involved, using that cash to get people playing.
And apparently with this new DLC for it, you can't even play it yet because you've got to level up for ages, and it's going to take you at least 2 weeks to do that. So you get it, and you've got 2 weeks before you can actually play it, doing the same old loops from the game that you've already completed. And the content that they add is just, it's not big enough, man.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so again, it's enforced grinding to I guess weed out those who have the time, the money, the patience.
Yeah.
Which not everyone has, and that
I didn't.
In myself, personally, I just feel like that's not how you make a fun game,
I'm sure it's got to be frustrating for the developers of that game, how it's marketed, because I know it's they've got nothing to do with it. It's like
yeah. I mean, they're just sitting around, trying to make it work.
Yeah.
And someone's shitting all over it. Then maybe they don't care, which I guess would be fair enough, to be honest, because they can just go play other games, maybe.
Games are available. The games are always available.
Yeah, shame. Real shame. Ooh, hello. There's Rockstar says, and I quote, increasing the cash and gold payments across a number of different activities. Oh, sorry, that's what they're doing. A number of different activities, including free roam missions, free roam events, replays of a Land of Opportunity missions, showdown series modes, and they have reduced the prices of most of the weapons in the gun shop. This is nice. For players who have already purchased said items, you will be given the difference back.
Oh, very nice. It's fair.
So you'll be refunded.
Oh, they've kept it. See,
and
Rockstar trying to keep things fair.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Rockstar gets slightly a kind of a free pass on this sort of thing because the game is so fucking good.
Like they've got transactions that they're gonna throw into this thing, like they did with GTA and stuff. But the game is just like so there and everything.
Yeah, and I could bitch and moan about how hard it is to get the stuff, get the cash, things like that. But I mean, I don't really care because I'm continually having fun, even though I'm like bottom bitch and don't have like the weapons or whatever. Don't really give a shit.
No, I don't have any. I want that Mauser. But
I'm not going to say that they treat their players right, but at least it doesn't feel like play to win because
you can still play with like the basic weapons and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Not only that, I don't feel like I'm hindered.
Yeah.
Really, ever. It does feel like anytime I die or kill someone, it's because of something I did. That's sort of the overriding feeling. It's my fault or skill. Oh, but here's a terrible thing. No poker.
Yeah, where's the poker?
That's all I want to do. I just want to play poker.
Yeah.
Why
can't we do poker? Is it because kids are playing it? Kids shouldn't be playing it. It's an 18 certificate game. Come on, poker.
I mean, it could be like even gambling. Like, it doesn't even need to have the gold thing, right? The gold, which is probably going to be the thing that you can buy with real money. It's just maybe it's a lawyer thing, but
yeah, maybe
even as a game, I would happily play for fake money in a casino in the game.
Yeah, just like
I could imagine it could be exploited, perhaps, but still, I don't think that really matters.
Well, what if it was just like they swapped the money out for like matchsticks or something, and it's like a bunch of hillbillies in this place, like just playing for like daft things or something like that, and you're betting for like that, and you win a goat, and you can't do anything with the goat, so you just kill the goat and skin it, but you get like a super skin or something to be able to sell at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like such a simple little thing that is it's not the meat and bread or whatever the phrase is. It's not what the game is really meant to be about. But as a side activity, just doing a little bit of gambling, especially with a game like poker. I mean, fuck, if they added chess, I'd play a round of chess in the game. But I don't think it would really fit. And like I said, like fuck it. I wouldn't need the poker wouldn't be about the money. I'm legitimately interested in just playing poker in an atmosphere like that. Just feels, with the jaunty music in the background,
Yeah,
people walking around drunk,
that's
maybe
another
the odd
thing.
gunfight, but I'm still just playing poker. Like, that's all I want.
Yeah, like other players could be like shooting each other and everything, but you're just like sat in the chair. Like for some reason you're engaged in the game and you can't be shot while you're engaged in the game, or maybe even you can be shot. That would be endless trolling. Or even like the golf. You go to a bar, you go to the thing, and then you're in. Boom! You're in a game of poker.
Yeah,
Some
in like
mates.
in a unique session, or at the very least, you can't
Yeah.
be attacked.
Yeah.
And like stuff that happen around you be nice. It'd be nice to see like a barroom brawl as you played, but still you'd be safe because you're there only to play poker and not to play poker to like rinse the system. It's just to play against other players.
Maybe they're working on it. Maybe they just haven't added it yet.
Yeah, it feels like a weird thing. Like they've got to iron it out with a variety of different countries, maybe. Because it's online, so I don't know. I'll ask, actually. I'll ask some friends whether or not they are familiar with aspects.
Know people to ask?
Well, I know the people I know who work on the machine know people, and they know people, kind of deal. So.
I mean, Rockstar's here, isn't it, in the UK? Oh, did
Um,
you hear? The company that makes Judge Dredd comics has bought a film studio in the UK.
Really, AD? Yeah. So what is it? Sorry.
It's damn, I can't remember, but they're hoping it's for a series of Judge Dredd that we're going to see. Judge Dredd Studio. Rebellion sets up place new UK film and studio TV in Oxfordshire.
Ooh. Oh wait, I know. Wait. No. The only person I know who works works on Forza or something. Huh. Well, I'll give that a look in. Ask around. It's one of those. Again, I'll probably see them bloody Christmas and just. I find that it's one of those fun things that I'm still, because of the way ages work, I still get to sit on the kids' table. Or in fact, no, I insist. I sit on the relatively kids' table.
Did you see Dredd with Carl Urban?
No, I did not. Is that good?
Yes, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, so I watched RoboCop, which I rather enjoyed actually.
Oh, it's better than RoboCop
as a remake.
If you enjoyed RoboCop, you'd really enjoy Dredd.
Yeah, it's actually got that nice name. I feel something that really didn't hit me was it didn't, just like the one with Stallone didn't. It looked the part, but it wasn't the part compared to the comics.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm being like a little bit like of a.
Well, Judge Dredd comics are one of the only comics that I did get when I was in Dubai. Like, for some reason, I could find Judge Dredd comics, but I couldn't find any Marvel or anything like that out there.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch. Actually, I to be honest, when I was watching RoboCop, the new one, I was thinking, where's that drug that slows down time for the people? Because I was getting it confused with the trailers I'd seen for Dredd.
It's got the lass that plays the Queen on Game of Thrones in it. What's her face?
Ooh.
She's an amazing actress.
Which one?
The lady that plays the Queen on Game of Thrones.
which I've not seen yet. Oh,
You haven't
God,
seen Game of Thrones
gotta
either.
watch that.
God
No, none of it. None of it. I missed the boat, and same for my partner.
didn't have time. Well, you both got.
Well,
Well, are you both getting any time off for Christmas? Or?
a pinch. I don't know. We're feeling a little bit ambivalent about it, and
You need
you know,
to.
kind of give it. We're going to wait for the dust to settle, in a sense.
You guys just need to do a greedy night where you guys just do you two and just put on some movies and just enjoy a nice evening of catching up on really cool shit. Chilling out.
I don't know. Our list longer. We're gonna do. We will do Stranger Things at some point. I've seen it, but she's not.
You seem well. Yeah, you both seem to be always on the go doing stuff.
Well, I mean, she likes her Christmas, really. She's not a fan of new things. In fact, like so, in our friendship group, if there's a movie or if it's a film thing, I know it, I've seen it, kind of deal. Whereas she has no fucking idea. Unless it's like something, again, like Creature Comfort, something that she saw in her youth. Whereas I'm like consistently like branching out, trying to find a new film. I mean, holy crap, we've been I had to do a bunch of Halloween movies with her, like horror movies, just to get her on the relatively same page as what I would consider, good horror films and stuff.
Well,
although it's not really her bag.
What horror movies did you show
her? So we went through real terrible 80s schlock.
Nice.
Because for just like for the 80s aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We did Cabin in the Woods, which I think is fabulous.
I still haven't seen. That's one I haven't seen.
Really? So it's not a perfect film, but it's a really good horror film. It's good, but not. It's so close to being amazing. That's probably because I've seen it so many times, but yeah, we've been watching. Yeah, mostly like really bad 80s stuff. Because I wanted to like show her like this is how you appreciate film. You watch like a bunch of really shit ones and then something really good. Just to get an idea of how cinema or people work, kind of deal. And crap, there's a bunch of these on this list I've got that. And she's not seen Face Off. Like how? And she doesn't want to watch The Prestige or Memento or any of those like highbrow-ish films by that fella.
I don't like the idea of losing my memory like the guy Memento does. I don't like it.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of has it. Yeah. Again,
I've seen it once, and that's enough for me. I get it.
And I think that's the thing is that there's a bunch of movies that I've seen where I think once was enough. That was a good film. I really enjoyed that, but I don't think I'll watch it again. But that was like 10 years ago, so I'm attempting to revisit those things. I mean, holy shit, she's not even seen The Sixth Sense. Not like it's an amazing film, but it's not even like a rite of passage. But at the time, how did one miss that? Yeah, we'll see. To be honest, I'm maybe a terrible person to watch a film with because you watch so many, and I I am guilty of having certain things I'm really really keen on watching again. they're usually really silly as well.
I really want to watch Blade.
I'm looking at I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
it is. I've got it somewhere. I've got it in
What
the
a
store.
film.
Yeah.
Really. It just has yeah, the tone is for me spot on. So yeah, we watched American Psycho recently. We went through a bunch of the
Ooh.
Friday the 13th sits. We went through all of the Hopkins related Hannibal stuff. Because well, I mean we've seen what Silence of the Lambs is probably her favorite films because it's really good. So I just wanted to show her how it went.
I got some work done there. Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I really like it.
I'm gonna have to go and make dinner now. I just realised what time it is.
Actually, same. So I probably won't be able to chat later. I've got to go feed her and all the other crap. So, yeah, no, I like it.
It's turning out. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more work to get there. Once I find out the smudgy button.
So, I got to say, she looks different, but she looks like a person.
Yeah, she's obviously she's going to look different stuff, but
yeah, but she's not looking inhuman.
Definitely human, I think.
Yeah.
I have sharpened this tooth because I was going to make her a vampire. Of course.
I like it. You know what I'd do?
What?
I'd make her teeth more bucktooth over the lip and make her into Squirrel Girl.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh yeah, we could do a new Squirrel Girl. Actually, make her pretty Squirrel Girl. I don't know if you've seen the latest adaptation of Squirrel Girl.
No. I've seen the odd one.
She looks like
a fantastic character.
To be really harsh, and I'm sorry for the artist. Sorry about this, but the new Squirrel Girl looks like she's got Down syndrome. And
oh God, I was about to say when I think of Lindsay, but I think she'd play that very well. But
yeah, I think she would.
Really,
yeah.
I'll look it up. Squirrel Girl Down syndrome. Fuck! It auto completed really quickly.
Wow.
Oh dear, that's not good. All right. Well, you go ahead. Oh fuck! It's awful. Kill it with fire. Yeah. I'll catch you later. A pleasure. Right. Good luck with your jewelry you do down.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Right. Well, catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Date that, and we'll pop this. Pop that back down there. I may come back to this later. Right. Have a good evening, and stay classy.